What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Italian Stallion, here live from King's Chamber. You ever wondered what that experience is when you come here? Let me tell you something. Miss Kim here has shown me the royal treatment. So when you come down to King's Chamber, let them know Rebels with a Cause and the Italian Stallion sent you. You will not regret it. Takes care of you, waxes, beard trims. I just got my hair cut, about to get it washed right now. This is the royal treatment, fellas. Manicures, pedicures, you let them know Rebels with a Cause sent you. She will make sure that you are treated like the king that you deserve here at King's Chamber. Let them know the Italian Stallion sent you. Stallion out, baby. Go Canes.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Italian Stallion, here for another episode of Rebels with a Cause. You know what time it is. It's 9:30. It's time for that cause, because that cause don't stop when that clock hits zero. Gonna have a nice, fun show tonight. You know, I threw out the chat box there to have some guests come on. Looks like some people got some other stuff going on, but hey, either way, we're gonna go on tonight, and we are gonna talk, because tomorrow night it is New Year's Eve. I hope you got who you're gonna kiss at midnight. I hope that you got the bubbly ready to go. And for you Canes fans, tomorrow night, I could be wrong, but I think that we got something, because as you can see from my title, we go shock the world. Okay, we're going to shock the world tomorrow night. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But here I am. I'm here. I'm still here with that puncher's chance, and I'm excited, baby. But first and foremost, got to give some love real quick to the 153 subscribers, over 19,000 views. Keep punching that like button and sharing our cause, and have others join it, please, because you know that this cause don't stop when that clock hits zero. Also, just to keep that in mind, remember, the views and opinions of this program are not affiliated with those of any other organizations or of any other entities. These are solely the RWAC family and guest panelists' views. Also, get that chat box hopping tonight. Point out if we've said something inaccurately, and also voice your opinions. This is much your show as it is ours. Also, you saw it right there, King's Chamber. Miss Kim Castle always gets your boy ready to go. Whether it's a haircut, beard trim, waxes, manicure, pedicure, tasty beverages, gives you the royal treatment to make you feel like the king that you deserve to be there. So go hit her up at the Pike. The number's right there, 865-236-5550. Let them know Rebels with a Cause sent you. Also, Knoxville Coffee Company. That brew is good any time of the day. There by a class of 2003 grad, Mr. Alex Thatcher. They're in the heart of Marble City off of Sutherland Avenue. Go hit that up. Let them know that Rebels with a Cause sent you. Also, if you're looking for that more traditional thing, go to Razor Shop Barber Shop in Knoxville. See Josh Fink or Corey. Let them know that Two Pair Tate and the Italian Stallion sent you. Also, Big Facts Sports Network. Follow them at 332 Studios, doing some great things over there. We support them just like they support us, just like how we support that Utah family as well. They had a fire show tonight from what I could see. But that being said, guys, as you can see it down at the below, the Nobody Gives a Shit Bowl game results are going on there. Talked a little bit about it on Stallion Speaks. Would love to see what you guys think about it. God, were they some stinkeroos, man. I mean, that was just like ass football that we don't want to watch. It hurts my eyes, but the sad thing is, when it's April and you're missing it so bad and you want August to be here so quick, you crave it then, but not now, man. Not now. We need to talk about college football playoff, quarterfinal football playoff. And those are big games. And who better to bring on to talk about them big games than our guy who's joined the show, been a lifelong supporter of the show from day one, bringing us in this year with his own show coming up in the 2026 year. And so without further ado, let's bring him on. The one, the only, big game Kerry Reeves. What is up, baby?
What is up, baby? Good evening. Happy New Year, you filthy animals, man. This is going to be fun. Absolutely fun tonight. Talking college football, the last weekend of the NFL regular season. Got some winning end games. We got some seating position games. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun tonight. I want to get started with the playoff, though, because the playoff, these 4 games, there's going to be some rocket busters. There may be a blowout, but I think 3 of these games are going to be tight. One might be a blowout. I'll let you know which one after.
Absolutely. Well, let me tell you this. He made a guest appearance the last time that he was on a couple of weeks ago, and he's going to have a show, hopefully himself, here on the Rebels with a Cause channel. So making his debut as a guest panelist tonight, one of my favorite Cajuns. If I'm the Italian Stallions, he's as cold as ice and hard as a rock, damn it. So give him the round of applause that he deserves. The one, the only Super Kane fan, Rocky!
What's up, man?
Look at
What's
that
up,
Nike.
Rock?
Check, baby. Rocking the Nike check for the old school Miami Ohio State
Old
game.
school.
Baby. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Hey, if you can't tell on that old Dan Morgan jersey, that was a Nike.
Dan Morgan, man.
Dan Morgan.
Old school player. Heck of a player.
That's what I'm going to be rocking tomorrow night. That same outfit that I used to wear, and that's the outfit I wore when we were playing against the Fiesta Bowl. So I'm going to wear it again because this time there will be no change. There will be a change. It will be different this time. We go shock the world.
That's a great jersey, man. He works for he's doing a great job for the Carolina Panthers as their general manager and vice president and president of operations. He's doing a fantastic job. Dan Morgan is,
Great
man.
player, great football mind. Great to have him.
Yes.
Great to have him.
Oh, yes.
Big game. Good looking to see you again, man. Been a minute.
Good to see you. Good to see you too, Rock, man. Good to see you too, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Tomorrow night, this is the perfect game for New Year's Eve. A good old fashioned rock fight between Miami and Ohio State. Is this the first time they've really played since the Fiesta Bowl fiasco in 2002?
No, we played since I think 2011. It was when Al Golden and Corey Harris, Alan Hearns.
Oh yeah. I forgot about the Al Golden years.
We played them in 2010 too, when they had Terrell Pryor and they beat us pretty good up there in Columbus. It was supposed to be a top 10 matchup, but Corey Harris threw a couple of interceptions, and we were up on a Lamar Miller touchdown return, 97 yards or what have you. But after that, it was just all Buckeyes, unfortunately. So
okay,
it was well, big game. Look, I warned the Stallion earlier, so I'm gonna warn you now. Look, I'm coming in a little hot tonight. That's why I asked.
Go for it.
Appreciate you guys letting me on.
Oh, no, you're guest panelist. Rocky, it kind of worked out because our resident coach, he's busy scheming X's and O's with some nice,
nice young lady. He's game planning. He's got his own game plan. He's got his own game plan, so to speak.
He's doing it the right way, not the Sharon Moore way, if you get my drift.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He ain't messing with no thirst traps on the OnlyFans. But anyway.
Nah, he ain't messing with no married, with no daughters either, man. He's got real women. He got real women around him tonight.
Crazy.
There he is right there. He's on the chat box. And they're playing Shooter's Roulette. But, Rocky, I'm telling you, man, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to just go straight into the college football quarterfinals?
Dive into it?
Game? Or do you want to talk about these shitty bowl games real quick?
I'm here to shout out and talk Miami, Ohio State right off the get-go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
For the past 9 days, I have watched your pre-shows, your predictions, your YouTubers, the national pundits, on and on and on, talk about this Miami Ohio State game, and nobody in the green earth is giving Miami a chance from the national end. They say that Ohio State is a juggernaut. They say that Ohio State, is the greatest thing since sliced bread. They're the greatest team that they've seen in 15 years. On and on and on. I am sick of hearing it. I'm tired of it. I'm through. I'm over with it. Look, I watched the Miami Hurricane players come out for their talks. From Markel Bell to Ruben Bain to Akeem Messidor to Xavier Lucas. These kids are nothing but class from the Miami side. And credit Mario Cristobal for the culture that he has brought in to this group that's now in the college playoff quarterfinal, because these guys are way too nice. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I've been trying to buy into this new Miami whole we're going to move on and move forward thing. But this old Miami Hurricane fan is ready.
Exactly.
I've had enough. I've had enough. It's been boiling over like a volcano on the inside of me. So I'm going to tell everybody something right now. If there's any OSU fans listening on this pod right now, y'all getting ready to get a bulldozer shoved up y'all ass tomorrow. because Mario Cristobal and Shannon Dawson and Corey Heatherman are gonna have it all cooked up for y'all. Y'all think y'all seen a defensive line like this? Y'all haven't. I've seen
No.
every one of y'all damn scheduled games. Y'all have seen nothing like it. Y'all think y'all redshirt freshman Julian Sand and y'all redshirt running back Bo Jackson has any hope in hell tomorrow of getting through that defense? That defense is coming like mad dogs after both of those young kids. And I'm gonna tell you what, that offensive line is not gonna hold up. No chance in hell. You think everybody's so worried about Carson Beck and what is Carson Beck going to do? Carson Beck is a fifth-year senior with 1,000,000 miles of experience. He had an off game against Louisville, and everybody's looking at the A&M game like it was some kind of like premonition of what's going to happen in this game with 40-mile-an-hour gales blowing the ball all over the field. I got news for you. Carson Beck is a hell of a lot better than what you guys think he is, and he's hearing all the noise. He's not saying it, but he's hearing all the noise, and they're coming in to prove a point. OSU, we're coming after your ass. And everybody out there that doesn't think that Miami has a chance or hope in hell against Ohio State Buckeyes, better look out, because Texas A&M didn't think they had a chance either. And look what happened there. OSU, you're next. And it's tomorrow night. I've had enough. I'm tired of being nice. We're coming in there to
I'm gonna tell you what, Rocky. Lost in the performance was a great defensive performance by Miami. I thought Carson Beck had one of the better games of his entire career. He may not have had the stat numbers, but he handled everything. He managed it perfectly, like a fifth-year senior in a major situation manages stuff like that.
Yes.
Manages stuff like that. It's absolutely. He did a fantastic job. I don't think they have an answer for Fletcher either. That kid can run the ball. I don't think they have an answer for him.
And you heard it from Shannon Dawson in his interview with our guy, Stallion, the other guy from the other show. Look, he was there interviewing him. What did he say? He said, I don't listen to idiots. You know, here's the thing. What are we going to scheme up for the Ohio State mega defense? We know Cristobal, Stallion. We know him. We're Canes fans. What do you think he's going to do? He's going to turn around and hand the ball to Mark Fletcher.
Yep, he's going to get physical. He's going to get physical.
Keep their butts down.
He's going to control clock. He's going to control clock in physical football.
If you don't think Mario Cristobal's not doing that and he's going to try to run some pansy scheme, especially for this game, forget about it. He's already beat Ryan Day once at the shoe. He can do it again at a neutral site.
Yep.
I agree.
It's not even going to be funny.
And I think the fact that this game is at a neutral site is Miami's advantage. I think the fact.
Yeah, and all the talk about Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate. How many defensive backs in Miami's backfield from South Florida that are ready to take down Jeremiah Smith?
Oh, yeah.
How many? They're chomping at the bit to get at that guy. All of them.
My biggest question is, can they handle Malachi Tony? Because that kid's a stud. Can they handle Tony? Can their defensive backs handle Malachi Tony? Dude's a stud.
Tony's going to get his touches. They're going to get.
Yes, he is.
They're going to try to take him away, but just like any great player, Tony's going to get his. He's going to get his.
Texas A&M tried their best.
Quick timeout. We got Shane O'Mac away from the babes for a minute. So what's going on?
Wait a second.
What you doing, Coach? So where's they at?
Where are they at? Where are the women?
I had to step outside for a minute just to jump on the show. Yo, give me Miami.
There's 4 of them now. Before it was 3. Then there's 4. No, keep going.
Keep going, brother.
Miami by 14. Miami is going to mop the floor with OSU. Fuck Ohio State. I'm a little inebriated at this point, but I hate that freaking school.
Yep.
With a passion.
Mm-hmm.
The way the media is pumping Miami, the football gods are shining down Miami. Give me Miami by 14. I want to see them dominate OSU all day and dethrone those motherfuckers.
Shano, nobody thinks we have a chance nationally. Nobody.
Okay,
it's been OSU for 9 days.
I'm watching ESPN on Saturday, and it was nothing but all the Miami highlights from Catholics versus convicts, all that going into this season, and Carson Beck's redemption from everything. I'm going Miami.
I am too.
I think Miami wins by 10 points, guys. I've been saying this.
I'm going a Miami. I haven't looked at the tree. Are we? Can we look at a Miami Ole Miss national championship?
Well, it'd be a
Well,
semifinal.
or semifinal.
Okay, it'd be a
In the
semifinal.
Fiesta Bowl. Yeah,
That
next Thursday.
that would be the ratings game given everything. So that's what I'm going with the semifinals.
I like it. Let me get those.
I do
let me
too.
get those games underneath. Hold on 1 second, guys. There they are. Tomorrow night, man. The real shit begins, man. The Elite Eight of college football kicks off 7:30 in Dallas.
I'm still taking Oregon over Texas Tech.
Even with the quarterback back.
I'm not sure, but just give me Oregon.
For who?
Texas Tech's quarterback's out of the booth. They said he's 100%. That's what they said.
He says he's 100%. He'll be back.
They say it just because you don't want to say he's under, but you prep for him to be hurt. You get your backup ready. I still give Oregon the edge. They've got playoff experience,
And I think their offense is better. I think if this gets into an offensive game, Texas Tech won't be able to hang. But
Yeah, I agree
if
with that
Texas Tech can keep this thing in the low 20s, they'll win this game because that defense will wear them down enough to where they could keep this thing in the 20s.
What do we think about Alabama, Indiana?
Oh, real quick before we go on, what were you going to say, Rocky, about Texas Tech?
What are you going to say? What are you going to say, Rick?
Texas Tech runs that run and gun offense. They run that high tempo run and gun offense.
Yeah, they do.
That plays into Oregon's favor. That's
Yes, it does.
That's going to be a fun game. I got to
It's a good hangover game to watch at noon.
Yeah, it'd be a great hangover game.
Hangover game, definitely.
I'm going to be at work.
Me too, but I got a
You can't be
computer with the
angry.
games on. I got a computer with the games on.
Exactly.
You keep Big Game and Stallion and Channel. I love Texas Tech. I love their team, but I just think Oregon's got too much firepower. I think
that's what I think too. I think Oregon's offense is the difference. I think their offense is just so explosive.
Yeah.
Can hit you out of anywhere.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on that one. I'm gonna go with Oregon as well. But yeah, you were asking about that Indiana-Alabama game. I mean, I've been ridiculed for it. I think Alabama takes them. Maybe I'm wrong, but the only thing that I give Indiana is that they're the better coach team. I think Cincinnati can outcoach DeBoer, but I think Alabama still got more athletes.
I think Alabama's got the better skill players, so they're still feeding off the Saban era. So that gives me Alabama with the edge. Give me Alabama by 10.
I like Indiana, and I like Indiana, Alabama for this game to be close for them to win. They cannot turn the football over. If they turn the ball over on Indiana's number 2 in the country in taking turnovers and turning them into points. They will make them pay dearly.
Alabama's got to run the ball. I think Indiana's defense can have pick city, so Alabama's got to be physical with the running game.
Yep.
Well, this is a game. This is a game, fellas, where you got to check the weather forecast. It's supposed to be storming.
Yeah, it's supposed to be storming.
Now,
so you're telling me that the Rose Bowl parade's going to be ruined, Rocky?
It's a good there's an actual good possibility.
So for me, with that in mind, for me that plays into the hands of Indiana a bit, because then what happens is you turn Alabama kind of one-dimensional. Look, Indiana was able to get after Julian saying, we all have seen what happens when Ty Simpson gets happy feet. Florida State, that doesn't look good at all. And even though
it doesn't.
That's kind of found their mojo a little bit. I like Cignetti and that group to one more time. Cignetti brings his mojo with Indiana into that stadium, and I think they take down Bama tomorrow. To the chagrin of Walt Feinbaum, who I love to see explain that game.
Exactly. Me too, man.
Real quick, let me get the chat box caught up real quick. Larry Frank has a message for you, Coach. We don't need no R. Kelly action. My body.
Here we go. R. Kelly ain't pissed on nobody I know, so I'm still bumping some R. Kelly. All I need is let me feel that booty.
Well,
hey,
let me tell you something.
Those aren't kids he's messing around with either.
No, hey, well,
those aren't kids he's messing around either.
The women he was with, the way that they were waving and hollering at us, it seems like another R. Kelly song. It seems like they're ready. So there we go. But that's all I'm going to say right there. So, Brendan,
your body's calling me, baby.
What up, Stallion? And guys, I'm hyped for this Cotton Bowl game, ready for a Canes win. I don't care if it even takes a miracle. Just wins. Just win, Canes. Absolutely, Brandon.
Survive in advance,
LFJ,
baby.
My
Bama
team shit the
wins.
bed. My team shit the bed tonight, and that was bullshit. Max Gilbert, your days are numbered.
Saw that, Shano. Sorry, man.
It was tough. I thought they were about to leave him.
At least my basketball team's winning.
Listen, if you're a
Keep up with my
Tennessee
balls,
fan,
dude.
if you're a Tennessee fan, football ended with the Oklahoma loss. You should have been all in basketball. That's the facts right there.
Hey,
I'm
We'll be-
ready for baseball season. I'm ready for baseball.
We'll be fine football next year. Things are going to
Next
change.
year.
We're not going to look like that defensively next year for sure. We definitely aren't going to look like
it's gonna
that.
take us 2 years to get to this new system with the defensive coordinator, but I'm happy with what we're looking like offensively. And
Yeah.
we've got word on the street is we got that Auburn receiver that's interested in Tennessee that just hit the portal, which is
Yep.
weird because he's leaving
Coleman.
Alex
Yep.
Golish's system to come to our system. So that's a little weird to me.
Money talks, baby. Money talks.
Many talks.
Y'all got Tristan Keys coming in, man. Next year, he's
Tristan
gonna
Keys.
be right
Tristan
in there.
Keys is sweet.
Come
Yep.
come in
And
to make plays.
if we got Legend Bay and he'd stay committed instead of flipping that school up there in Ohio,
Yeah.
I'm more excited. But I like what we got coming in.
Well, did you all hear about the little game that Ohio State played with Miami? I mean, here Miami thought that DJ Jacobs, the best player in the country, was going to commit to Miami all day, and literally 30 minutes before, he switches hats and goes Ohio State, and his dad looked devastated in the background. Honestly, they threw a bag.
Yeah, he looked. He did look devastated. He looked kind of pissed off too.
That reminds me of the mom who wanted her kid to commit to Tennessee, and he went to Alabama. Was it Alabama or
And
Florida?
he ends up going to Florida.
I went
Yeah.
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the word
Yep.
on the street with that is that the mom and the dad were big Georgia fans. That's the word on the street on that. But
Yep.
the crystal balls were toward Miami until they came and swooped in. Long way to go, man. It's a long way till
Long
2027
way.
signing day. So
Exactly.
who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows?
Well, Rocky, that's a great segue. Talking about the fourth game tomorrow or 2 nights away in the Sugar Bowl, you got Georgia and Ole Miss. My question is this: is somebody finally going to just take it to Georgia? I mean, how many more lives do they have this year to survive? I mean, because they should have had 4 losses.
I will die on the hill that Tennessee set what the precedence is to beat Georgia.
Mhm.
And if you go back and look at that game, you see how to beat them. Tennessee just had freshmen playing in positions they weren't ready for. I mean, they did as best they could, but the schematic is there to beat them, and I think Ole Miss takes it to them.
Hey, Lacey's been cleared to play. He did not play in the game in Athens. He's playing Thursday. And remember, they had a lead in the fourth quarter in Athens on them and let Georgia get away with it. This time they've got him, and they got a pseudo home crowd because it's in the Superdome. It's not in Athens. It's not in Atlanta. It's in New Orleans, which is not far away from Ole Miss.
Hey, did you see what Larry put? Does Georgia have any more players? They're all getting arrested.
That is true. Some of them they've had a fun off season.
When Tennessee
let them near
players are
Bourbon
getting arrested, we're national champs. So
Yeah, don't let them near Bourbon Street. We haven't heard nothing this week down there from them. The French Quarter, man. You know that's legendary down there. Speaking of Bourbon Street, I was watching something.
I just want to jump
I was
on
watching
real quick,
something
fellas.
earlier this week. Oh, what's that, Shane?
I said I just want to jump on real quick. I gotta get back in here, but I just want to jump on real quick and get my 2 cents real quick.
All right, man.
Get a handful.
Man.
Try to get
Yes, get several handfuls.
Play your game, baby. Play your
Hey, I
game.
love y'all. I ain't gonna do no
Love you
R. Kelly
too.
piss on shit, but you know.
Happy New Year, brother. Have fun.
Happy
tonight.
New Year,
I'm a
brother.
good player,
Happy
man.
New Year.
See ya. That was so
Speaking
good.
of Bourbon Street and the French Quarter, I was watching things this week. They're talking about things that have happened down there. I still remember the great Miami-Florida fight down in the French Quarter at the Sugar Bowl.
when
with
Santana
Miami.
Moss kicked Alex Brown's ass or whatever. I mean, yeah.
Alex
sure.
Brown. All I remember from that is Alex Brown with this big ass shiner on his eye. And that wasn't from the game. That was from the fight before the game.
Sorry for you two guys about that game. I was on Bourbon Street when that fight happened, and I was at the game on the 50-yard line with my cousin in the Superdome at that Sugar Bowl, watching the Canes kick Florida all over town.
Oh,
it's fun.
Whoop that ass
on the field and off the field.
Yeah. They won the fight off the field. They won the game on the field. That's daily double in New Orleans, baby. You just don't get that very often.
And how great was it to watch Steve Spurrier so frustrated on the sidelines with that visor going up and down on the Superdome.
Yeah, he stuck it straight up his ass in the third quarter is what he did. So there you go. Sideways. Hey, Brandon's got a point. The referees helped Georgia beat Ole Miss also, just like they did Auburn. Yep.
That's true. That's true.
Man, I would love to see Ole Miss take it to Georgia. My heart wants that, but my head tells me that Georgia's probably going to win. Just with Ole Miss, with Kewan Lacey being in there, without their fearless leader, Lane Kiffin, who looked like a fool the other night at NRG. We won't go there. But,
he looked like a idiot.
Was he high or was he drunk or was it all the above?
He was both. He was both. He was both.
He looked out of it, but
he left the strip club and came over there.
Kirby just gets his that defense for Georgia to me. And I don't want to get ahead of myself to the following week, but Kirby gets that defense ready to play in these games. I think he's going to have an answer for Chambliss and
Do you know what scares me about Ole Miss, man? Because no offense to Tulane, but if those guys were getting rocked physically by Tulane, Georgia's a very physical.
Georgia's very physical.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, you can't be limping or whatever like that. And you see, that's what I think is the difference tomorrow night. I want you to watch, when you watch Ohio State and Miami play, chat box, anybody watching this live or recorded, notice which team is limping to the sidelines, because I knew right off the bat, and you and me and Rocky may have been frustrated with how the offensive play calling was going despite the weather conditions in the NAM game. But as I watched, I said, man, Miami's 14 points better than these guys. And it's showing on the field. Their guys are limping to the sidelines. I don't see any Miami players getting hurt unless they knock themselves out with a bad tackle or that guy on the, Tiore knocking himself out on that second down or whatever to break up that pass there at the end. I mean, Miami was laying it on the line. And
Miami was running to the sidelines. Miami was running to the sidelines. Texas A&M was limping back to the sidelines.
Damn right they were. So.
Yeah, LFJ, you hit the nail on the head.
You hit the nail on the head.
That shit solely ESPN, and that would be the funnest part of all this, to watch that.
Yes, it would.
Happen like that.
But let me tell you something. But you know what? I think that would still generate some ratings. I think that'd
be a better match. I think that's a better matchup. Be honest with you. I think that'd be a fun matchup.
You can get some points in that game.
It's the Beck Bowl.
Yeah.
Look, explain to me this. How can you have the advantage on the offensive and defensive line and still be underdogs by 9.5 to 10 points in a game of football? Explain that to me, because that's what we had with the Miami and Ohio State game tomorrow.
Yeah, to me that's outrageous. It shouldn't be 9.5 points. If anything, it should be less than 7. It should be less than 5.
Rocky, I think that there's a massive respect for the defending champs, but here's the difference. If it was last year's team that stayed intact that was playing, sure, no doubt. Last year's team, 9.5 points better than this Miami team. But you don't have all of last year's team. A lot of those fun guys are in the NFL balling.
Yep.
Yeah, they still got Jeremiah. Yeah, they still got Carnell. Sayin has been good throwing the ball, completing. But here's the thing. Is he going to be completing passes on his back or his ass? That's my question.
Well, the other thing that's go ahead, Kerry. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Another key in this game is going to be red zone defense. Red zone defense. Ohio State's red zone defense is not very good. Once you get inside their red zone, you can score on them.
Yep.
Miami's red zone defense is a hell of a lot better. They make you work. They'll let you drive 20 to 20, but then get in that red zone, forget it. You ain't getting nothing.
I got a question for you guys, okay? If Miami gets down there, or let's say gets around the 25-yard line, you're in a dome, there's not going to be wind. Is Cristobal just going to be taking points every time with his kicker, or is he actually going to take some shots to put sevens on the board? What is
you talking about in fourth down situations?
Well, I'd say fourth downs, or even when you get down there, does the play calling get conservative, to the point where you just don't want to turn the ball over and you want any type of points, especially if your defense is handling them? I mean, what's your strategy, guys, in that? And so,
I don't think so. I think if she's seen Shannon Dawson scheme up some stuff to get our guys in the end zone, whether it's a motion, kick out to Elijah Lofton, quick pass, whether it's the reverse switch motion with Malachi Tony, get him out on the edge. There's been a couple of misdirection plays that Dawson's thrown out there. Dawson's cooked some stuff up before in the red zone, and they're going to have to again this game. You can't settle for threes in this game. You got to get touchdowns.
Got to get touchdowns
to win this game.
I agree.
I don't see that now. Back to the fourth down thing, Stallion. If you get to fourth down, it's my philosophy is in playoff football, you take points. You don't play around with fourth downs, and end up getting nothing and give the ball back to the other team. If you can get the points, you take the points.
What I also find interesting in this game is that Ryan Day is going to be calling plays for Ohio State and not Brian Hartline, because Brian Hartline's gone off to South Florida to be the head coach there. That's going to be an interesting way of how he calls this offensive game for Miami rather than Brian Hartline calling this game. Because remember, Ryan Day was a successful offensive coordinator for a long, long time before he became a head coach. I'm dying to see how he calls the game in this measurement.
Good point.
And the first quarter to me is going to be the telling tale. Miami has played last Saturday? That's 9 days ago. 10 days ago, Miami last played. Ohio State hasn't played since the first Saturday of December.
Yeah.
I want to see how rusty they will be. How long will it take to shake the rust off?
And don't tell me, big game, that decision wasn't some kind of a fallout. Yeah, I get he's going to USF, but also too mixed in there wasn't after some fallout after a 13-10 performance in the Big Ten championship game. I bet I'd be willing to bet
exactly
that there was some friction going on after that game. Going, hey guy, what is the about? Because we got this big dynamic offense and we just scored 10 points. And that's not going to cover it. So that had to be part of it too. But yeah, I'm with you, big game.
To me, that's going to be
and even more so. So in the press conference today, when pressed on it by some of the media, it was mentioned again that this was going to be a team effort on offense from Ryan Day. How's that going to work?
A team effort? How's that going to work?
Offensive play calling from Hartline today to the wide receiver. I don't know. You made it. It's going to be a coaching effort. Really?
I can't see that. How are we going to try that?
Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
And I think that's going to be the key in all of these 4 games. I want to see how the first quarter is, because the teams that are the lower seed, like the Oregons, Miami, Texas, Alabama,
Oregon,
and Ole Miss, they all played. None of these teams haven't played. Alabama hasn't played last week, but Indiana hasn't played since the first weekend of December. Texas Tech hasn't played since the first game of December. And Georgia too. So I'm going to be interested to see how they come out of the gate. How long will it take to shake that rust off?
And truth be told, Kerry, that's what happened really last year, is why the lower seeds won all those games.
All 4 teams for the bye last year lost. And if that happened this year, you want to talk about the NCAA really throwing a shit if all 4 top seeds get beat again? Could you imagine the chaos that comes out of this deal?
Oh yeah. Well, listen, we got somebody else that business just fucking picked up. By the way, all right.
Business
Let's bring
picked
him
up?
on. Business just picked up. It got even more serious or whatever like that. Because let me just tell you this: we it's a happening show tonight. We on the verge of New Year's Eve. This is the RWAC family for sure. Let's bring him on with another warm welcome, the Godfather of our channel, because he helped give me the idea. The one, the only, Larry Frank Jr.'s in the house, baby. Doing
What's up? What's up, man?
Coach of the Year, Mike Tomlin.
Listen.
Omar Epps. Hey, they could miss the playoffs altogether, but we'll talk about that later.
Listen. I'm gonna take you guys back to not SummerSlam. I'm thinking of a pay-per-view. SmackDown.
No, I'm on podcast.
I need Teddy Long to enter the room right now, and I need him to make Mike Tomlin go one-on-one with the Undertaker player.
Holla, 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 holla.
How you did that dance? Yeah.
Casket match.
I'm sick of it.
Buried alive match. Buried alive match.
Buried alive match.
Yeah.
Shit, so.
That might be a game where
Bobblehead LFJ, and I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you a Mike Tomlin bobblehead.
you know the scary part about that game could be the loser.
Down the toilet.
The loser and the winner could both be out of a job. Because Harbaugh's facing the same type of trouble in Baltimore.
I got a buddy that's a Ravens fan, and he asked me if we wanted to switch coaches. I said, shit, at this point, I don't even know what the hell, we're both shit shows, man.
I love it.
I don't
And
know,
that's
man.
going to be Sunday night.
Can I just say this? As bad as some of these coaches have been, nobody's worse than the fucking New York Jets. That's all I'm going to say. That's trash.
Oh, my God.
They
The
are-
Steelers
they are
had
horrible.
every opportunity to lock up this division, and in typical Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers fashion, they choked. They choke more than the guests that coaches with right now.
I love it. Oh, I'm telling you.
And no DK Metcalf there either.
Typical meltdown. This is nothing
Yep.
more than a modern day Antonio Brown situation. I mean, it's just sad. George Pickens.
Yep.
I mean, it's just repetitive. I'm
Yep.
done. I'm through.
Look, Larry Franklin.
It's like a regular night at Treasure
I'm
Club.
gonna share you wild a little bit because as good as my NFL team has been this year, it's been an amazing year. I just don't see my team making a lot of noise in the playoffs. I just don't see it. That D line is soft. They're soft.
Man, but I'll tell you,
I watched two primetime running backs run through them like Swiss cheese the past 2 games.
Rocky, but I'm going to say this, man. I got to give you guys some props. So here in September, the three of us were talking about who was going to get Reuben Bain, and you guys don't even have a high draft pick anymore. At least you're going to be at the playoffs. I mean, we're opening the door for everybody else. So there we go.
Man, we might need a trade to go get him if we can use it. My God.
Hey, listen, business.
I know
got
15
even
teams
more
right now could use Reuben Bain.
Hey,
We're one of
listen, business just got even more serious. We got a full house tonight. The co-founder is in the house now. Rebels with a Cause. My favorite guy in the world, my brother for 26 years. I know that he used to adorn that Peter Ward jersey, but if I know him, he's rooting for the Canes tomorrow night for me. The one, the only, two-pair Tate in the house, baby. What is up?
Yes, sir.
You know, this is for Ray Lewis. This is for WhatsApp.
This is for Willis McGahee.
Jerome Brown, Michael Irvin.
This is for Jesse Armstead. This is for Leon Searcy. This is
Man.
for Brian McKinney. This is for DJ Williams. This is for Jonathan Valma. This is
You'll be here all
The
night
Blades.
naming the greats, baby.
Yeah.
You'll be here all night.
The Blades family.
Blades family, yeah.
I'm gonna even go one further. Do you remember Magic
Magic Benton, baby. That's why I wear that bandana, because he wore the
Went
bandana,
back.
man. Yeah, man.
Hey, two pair. How about Stanley Shakespeare? Remember him?
I got my man Copeland.
Where's
Horse.
Melvin Bratton. Melvin Bratton. Alonzo
Let's go
Highsmith.
Alonzo Highsmith. Let's go Frank Gore. Let's
Andy
go
Stella.
Willis
Yep.
McGahee.
O.J. Anderson.
The thing
O.J.
about
Anderson.
this game-
Jim Kelly.
Kelly.
Vinny
the thing about this
Testaverde.
game,
Gino
it
Torretta.
intrigues me.
Walsh.
Steve
It
Walsh.
intrigues me about tomorrow's game.
DK.
What intrigues you,
Mike.
brother? Real quick, Giovanni Foster. Talk is over. We're ready for tomorrow. It's serious business. Go ahead, Two Pair.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna say
Mhm.
this. I don't even think any of those kids were alive to see that game in Tempe.
They weren't.
So they
Oh
don't
man, yep.
know the magnitude of what this game serves for the fans who had to live through that. Because you look at a team that was on the precipice of really solidifying themselves as one of those teams of the 2000s that you always talk about, but you still talk about it anyway, because the team that played Florida in that Sugar Bowl should have won the national title that year.
Yep, they got gypped.
And this is coming from a Seminole. This is coming from a Seminole, by the way. Keep going. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming from a guy that roots for Tennessee and Florida State. I know, two teams, it's crazy. But whenever we look back and you see the dudes on those teams like Najee Davenport, you know what I'm saying? Like, these were some of the best Miami football you had ever seen on the field. They didn't get their chance to play for a national title. Well, they did the next year against Nebraska. You really saw what they were, but this was probably a team that could have won 3 titles. And now you look at what this game is, and you look at the pros that Miami has on those defensive ends. Like pro caliber. And the way that team went into a hostile environment, Kyle Field, one on the road.
Shut them down.
And you see how to beat Ohio State. Indiana has the blueprint. If you didn't watch that Indiana game against Ohio State, you really don't know the game plan on how to beat Ohio State. Indiana showed you the complete blueprint with Signetti.
Too bad you would never know it from all the pundits the past 9 days. You never know it.
I know.
You never know it existed.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't know it. And that's why I kept saying to people, this Indiana-Ohio State matchup is not favorable. It's in Indianapolis. That's the home for Indiana. But this game has so much magnitude in it. Like you're reliving those ghosts of him. And I really feel like this is one of those games where it could be a reverse of the past, where they right the wrong of what should have happened, what was on the field. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Chris Gamble gonna say that's pass interference, and I'm here to say that those teams got robbed, and I feel this Miami team rights the wrong tomorrow night. I just got to.
I hear you. I got a question for all of you in the chat box. Is it too rough to say that if Miami wins this game tomorrow night, how can they not? No disrespect to Georgia or Ole Miss next week. It's almost looking like Miami can come back to the college football as kings of football in their own home stadium January 19th. That's how big tomorrow night is for Miami.
Yep. It's highly possible. I think if they get past tomorrow night, there's no stopping them.
Yeah.
There's no stopping them.
Rocky?
I think if we get past tomorrow night, I mean, Carson Beck gets what he wants next week because I think Georgia's going to beat Ole Miss and gets the Carson Beck Bowl.
And
there's nobody that's going to be more ready to play that game than Carson Beck.
Mm-hmm.
To play that game. But I mean, yeah, we got. I mean, you still got to go out there. It's still playoff games. You still got to go out there and execute, play your games. Don't make mistakes. And play your brand of football. But I mean, yeah, the sky's the limit if you get by tomorrow. But I'm not. Again, LFJ 2K, y'all came on late. Y'all missed my rant. I'm not as worried about tomorrow is what a lot are out there. But go ahead.
Larry, what's your thoughts? I mean, I think they win by 10. Go ahead, Larry. Your turn.
I said it once, and I'm gonna keep saying it. The U-Part 4 is being written in front of your eyes. The documentary is being written, because when it's all said and done, past sins will be atoned for and addressed tomorrow night. And the juggernaut that was Miami, that got stolen from them by Ohio State, the roles are now going to reverse. Ohio State, who is now that juggernaut, guess what? Miami beats them. You saw what Jeremiah Smith said yesterday. If Miami was winning, then he probably would have went to Miami. You got all of the best players in the country, especially South Florida, that's looking at this game. The tide is turning, no pun intended for these Alabama fans. But if Miami wins this game and makes this run, you're going to single-handedly, you already had a stronghold in recruiting. You're going to dominate. And guess what? You're no longer going to lose those battles to those other schools. That's the first part. The second part, you got ghosts of the past, because that game against Georgia is going to be in the Fiesta Bowl, the site of where the sin took place 22 years ago. So we got to exercise that demon. And then finally, you get to come home to the Rock, and I'm hoping it's Oregon, so Mario can beat his former team, finish writing that story. You think Cody Rhodes talked about finishing the story? Miami's going to finish the story. And I'm here for it. And at the end of the day, I got news for everybody. Everybody, tell your people to tell their people. If Miami wins this national championship, the Miami fan base is about to be coming up out of the damn grave like them fucking zombies in the Thriller video. Ain't no stopping us. We're going to talk shit. We're going to take over. America's nightmare is fucking back.
I like it. Kerry, you got a question from Anthony Manzano. From the outside, as a non-Hurricane fan, what are your thoughts on the media saying that Miami's a make-a-wish team who got lucky to get in the playoffs, and they're going to get their ass blown out by the Buckeyes tomorrow night?
I wouldn't even listen to that.
Man, first of all, that's the dumbest comment I have ever heard. There are Make-A-Wish Foundation. There are some kids in that Make-A-Wish Foundation that are so unfortunate. You're just making fun of kids that are getting a second chance to live out fantasies that they may never get to live out in real life. And to me, that's just you made those kids look bad, number one. And number two, they're saying this because they're scared. They're scared of what's coming. Miami deserved to get in. They earned their way in. We could talk about Notre Dame. We could talk about Texas. Hey, if you wanted to get into the playoffs, do the job, win the games. Win the games you're supposed to win. Notre Dame didn't do it. Vanderbilt didn't do it. Texas didn't do it. They're not in the playoff. Miami did their job. They're in the playoff. They're gonna, and that's what they're scared of. They're scared of Miami making a return to prominence, and they've got a golden opportunity to return to prominence. We win this game, you go to Arizona. You're going to beat whoever comes out of the Sugar Bowl. And then there's no stopping them heading back to Miami to win a national championship in front of their home fans, which they have done, I think, 4 of the previous 5 top national championships they've won in the city of Miami, the Orange Bowl, and now Hard Rock. Yep.
Tupper, before I get you back to give your thoughts real quick, there's a reason, guys, Kirk Herbstreit and Joey Galloway didn't want this matchup, okay? I mean, this is tomorrow night. I want them front and center when their Buckeyes lose.
I guess so. They don't want this matchup because they want to see them crying like bitches on live television.
I want Feinbaum front and center, that penis head.
Well, the problem is with Herbstreit, he's at the Rose Bowl, won't be there tomorrow night, but he'll be on game day because they're doing game day from the Rose Bowl. He's at the Rose Bowl with Alabama and Indiana, so he is nowhere near Dallas, Texas tomorrow night.
Who's calling the game tomorrow night for ABC? Who's calling?
I'm thinking it's
Dvorak
and Dave Pasch. Dave Pasch.
Okay, that'd be a good duo.
They'll call it good.
I like
because
Dusty's not bad.
I'd rather the Ohio State alumni just so they can cry because that
Herbstreit's
Galloway.
But you know what?
Galloway's part of game. He's part of game day.
I am a huge fan though of Joe.
But he will be in Dallas tomorrow night. He will be there tomorrow night as the game day site.
I like Tessitore and Palmer.
They're doing the Oregon Texas Tech game.
I think with Tessitore has just got he knows how to tell a story.
Yep.
He really tells a story when he's giving you the play by play. It's a very thought provoking game. But a game that the more I look at it, I just don't see Ole Miss coming out with a win against Georgia. It's just the fan in me wants Ole Miss to win because of the Lane Kiffin situation, right? And I want them to go on this miraculous run and get to all the just to invoke some ghosts of Ole Miss past. Like I would love to see that happen. You know what I mean? With the whole situation, what happened?
Mm-hmm. God bless those guys.
A hot start, but it's something about the Georgia Bulldogs and big game. It really is, and the way they atoned for that game against Alabama said a lot to me. The way Alabama go on the road to Oklahoma said a lot that goes into this Indiana game, which I was really back and forth on it. I really see Georgia not having too much of a problem, but the game that I kind of glued to is at Texas Tech, Oregon, because I really like what White done at Texas Tech because you're getting a lot of them dudes that transfer portal. Like you, these ain't the bred Texas guys. These aren't a lot of high school guys. I started looking at the list. Georgia's 90% recruiting those guys. It's probably transfer portal key. In this day and age, that's what sticks out to me because he's got those guys to buy into that position. They won a lot of big time ball games.
Tomorrow night sets the tone for the rest of the playoff. I think tomorrow night's game sets the tone for the rest of the playoff.
I really thought the first round this year, besides the Texas A&M Miami, a lot of those, for the most part, man, they're kind of like Texas A&M and Miami was essentially the first, like that's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I want a hard fought football game. I don't want to like Oregon and State. There's a disparity. Ole Miss disparity. Whereas Notre Dame, you don't even you don't even want to play in a bowl game. No.
I don't respect them.
I don't respect that.
I don't either. I don't respect that either.
What happens? Tell me this, guys. What happens when you don't have enough and you're Notre Dame? You didn't play in that final bowl game. You don't have enough tape for the prognosticators, the scholars, us to judge if you play at that next level, right?
No matter. Too bad they've got an MOU with the College Football Playoff Committee that they're in. If they're in the top 10,
yep, they're the top 12 next year. They're in.
And I think
with
one
that
thing
Swiss
too,
cheese schedule.
I think.
Yeah, and I saw that schedule.
Go ahead.
That's a crock.
I think one thing that I think everybody has to take into consideration. I think Notre Dame is starting to believe the narrative that they created that everybody else knows is bullshit. You're looking at the fact that you don't play anybody, you're not in the conference, and you have this victim mentality. And I think the players at Notre Dame, even the coaches, they're believing that they are better than who they actually are. At the end of the day, you played 3 ranked teams this season and you lost to 2 of them. Navy was a ranked victory. And that victory don't count for shit. So
Exactly.
when it's all said and done, you know, they started thumping their chests on beating who was that they beat? I think it was BYU. But
Yeah.
BYU's loss in the Big 12 championship game lessened their argument.
Yep.
So, long story short, you're pulling out of another rivalry. You already pulled out with Michigan. You're pulling out of another one with USC, who I saw Lincoln Riley came on, and he was on record saying that, you know,
He
we
blasted
wanted
him.
to play. He blasted them. So, pardon my French, but Notre Dame, y'all going out like some holy bitches.
Yep. Some people try to rise above their station, and Notre Dame thinks they can rise above their station with the stank ass schedule they play, and in reality, they're nothing more than a glorified high school team that's on the glorified high school team that can play anybody they want. They don't want to join a conference for the simple reason they lose out on that NBC money. That NBC money is fueling the whole thing. They got their own network.
You can't respect the program that keeps running and hiding from teams and then trying to tell everybody that they're better than the rest
exactly.
And let me just say this, the last thing on that. Notre Dame, in my opinion, now that they're pulling out of playing good teams, quality teams, and not joining a conference and remaining independent and making this damn deal that if they're ranked in the top 10 or 11, they get in, you just became a high-level G5 team in my eyes.
Yep.
You're going to beat everybody that you play that's not worth a damn. You're going to win your 10, 11 games. You're going to get in, and you're going to get smoked when you play real competition. So you are the new James Madison, in my opinion.
Yep. You're a G5 school. You're a group of 5.
Side note, the way this panel looks, it makes me feel like we're on PTI. This is so
we are on PTI, man.
This
is
is
a better looking
PTI.
PTI. It's a better looking PTI. Better Italian than Tony Reale. Real quick.
Put us up against those guys. I'm ready to go up against them pound for pound.
They don't stand a
I
chance.
want William Page's ass. I want Plaschke and Page's ass. Oh, look at this. I want the media. Look at this one. Giovanni right here. I want the media to keep picking against Miami. Don't switch up that energy. Let me tell you this. He's got a point on something.
He does have a point.
When everybody sucks Miami's balls, that's when Miami loses. When everybody doubts Miami, Miami whips some ass.
Yep.
So,
exactly.
don't suck our balls. So
and everybody's been doubting Miami for the past 9 days. I can go through them all. Piquel.
Oh, yeah.
He's taking the points. Danny Cannell, I think, was the only one that said Miami would win. But you go down the line of all the rest of that Ari dude and
no one said it.
Morons, those fools. Your friends over there, LFJ at Kane's Insight, man. They were talking about it earlier today. How everybody in the national media, they were talking about everybody in the national media. Nobody is taking
nobody.
Nobody is giving.
I have something.
It's beautiful.
Do you know, and this is what I don't think, and this is why I wish we could go against the big dogs in the journalism world. Do you know the last non-ACC team that beat Miami?
Non-ACC school.
Yes, because
Michigan State.
Good question.
Texas A&M.
That's right.
We
That's right.
At Texas A&M 3 years ago. Since then, Miami has beaten every major team. That includes Florida twice, Notre Dame,
Florida State.
Obviously, Florida State. That's an ACC game, but still. And now you add Texas A&M to the fray. Miami's losses the last couple of years was SMU, Louisville, Georgia Tech, Syracuse. And then a bunch of ACC games coming out of that year where they went 4-0 and beat Texas A&M with Tyler Van Dyke. I say that to say that. For everybody that's saying Miami is not good, well, when they step up against major competition, they win. They haven't lost against a major team in 3 years.
When the chips are down and the lights are on, we show up.
And can I say this roster from top to bottom is at full strength, as best as you can be. They're as healthy as they could probably be, and there's nobody that really opted out that was anything of worthwhile of this team. I mean, everybody's all in at this point. They're united. And And yeah, I want to see Galway's face. That's a fact. Let me ask you this. Anthony wanted this. Guys, can you explain how Notre Dame has any leg to stand on by attacking the ACC for backing a full member of a conference when they're not even a goddamn full member of a conference?
No, they ain't got a leg to stand on.
The audacity must be on clearance because Notre Dame's got nothing to stand on.
Okay,
I don't.
They shouldn't. Two-pair, you cut comment on. They shouldn't, but there's a complication. Go ahead, Two-pair. Go ahead, Two-pair.
Well, I was gonna say I'm glad somebody said that, but when you look at Notre Dame, you had a chance. It said team that you're trying to get ahead of. I don't care if it's the last day of August or if it's the last day of November. You went head to head, lost.
Yep.
Let's play. Let's even go a little bit further. What if the guys from Coral Gables went to South Bend and then they won? So then you wouldn't really have an argument at all because they would have came into South Bend. They would have beat you at your place to start your season when you pseudo would have the advantage of playing at home.
Yep.
Hey, if anything, maybe they should all go haze the holder for not catching the ball against A&M. Because if he just catches the hold and kicks it through, their only loss is to us, and they're probably in, to be honest with you. And A&M's the one that's out. But go ahead. So,
and then, like, you don't hear schools like a BYU crying. BYU get what they against Texas.
They were happy to be at the Pop-Tarts Bowl. They were happy, and they beat Georgia Tech's ass.
They didn't get business done against Texas twice. They lost in Lubbock. Then they in the Big 12 championship in Dallas, Arlington. So you losing there to you basically were playing. You were playing road games. You playing road games against a top team in money ball.
Right.
Because them dudes that ain't like a homegrown team over there in Lubbock. Most of those dudes are transfer.
Yeah, the best that oil can buy. The best that oil can buy, right there.
The best the world can buy. Because that linebacker core.
They're legit.
Rodriguez and Roberts have been playing lights out.
And they also have extraordinary college football on their team, Romello Height. He's jumped more schools than I think, man. I've jumped girlfriends in the past 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
But it's kind of like what's going on at Buckethead Tavern right now with Coach and then girls. But go ahead.
Exactly. Stallion, I want to go back to that Notre Dame. I want to go back to that. That's true. I want to go back to that Notre Dame question. LFJ is right. They shouldn't have a leg to stand on with the ACC. But here's the rub. Our fearless leader up there in ACC world up in Charlotte that's been spayed and neutered, Jim Phillips, has a daughter or a relative.
Jethro Bodie.
Both kids go there. Both kids go there.
Yeah, all things being equal, the ACC should tell Notre Dame to take a hike and go spit and get the hell out of our conference. But because of
this moron should have been fired 3 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. This moron right here.
Because of that complication at the top, I don't really know what's going to happen with the situation with Notre Dame and ACC. Does that guy go crawling back to Notre Dame and say, "Look, we had a miscommunication during the playoff time, and we still want you as a part of our conference"? Who knows? Based on what's going on in the top. So it's a complicated
But
question.
Notre Dame is not going to bite on it because they, like Kerry said, they want that NBC money. I mean, that's
that money, man.
You put money over the integrity of the game, and now you want to cry when it doesn't go in your favor, and then you have the unmitigated gall and the audacity to say that the ACC should have lobbied for you when you're a part-time member.
No, I agree with
exactly.
that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But
exactly.
I want to answer this real quick. Everybody keep your train of thought. Anthony asked if it wasn't for Kirk Herbstreit calling Miami's administration for not funding the football team, we wouldn't be here. So I'm giving Kirk a little bit of a pass. Here's where I'm going to disagree with you respectfully, Anthony. Kirk Herbstreit, as much as he was all on Miami's jock from 2000, 2001, he was Miami's biggest hater from 2002, even before Ohio State stole it in the robbery. Every time he had a chance to dig at Miami that year, he did. In 2002. In 2003, he started talking about how Coker had no control of the team. That's okay to say that, but he's like, oh, Brandon Merriweather's on a cell phone on the sidelines. He was calling his mom because he got hurt, motherfucker, okay? He wasn't there just calling an OnlyFans like Sharon Moore or anything like that, okay? He was actually calling his mom on the sidelines to let her know that he was okay when he got concussed in that West Virginia game, okay? You didn't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And furthermore, he was the one that actually even threw out there about how bad Miami was and everything like that. So the only reason he's going to regret that he did what he did, because it's going to be the end of his team tomorrow night. And I mean that.
Go ahead, Rocky. I don't got a point, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Kirk Herbstreit, for everything that he did say when he came out on that rant against the Miami administration, and credit for doing that, because he did speak the truth on that one. He's long term going back and beyond. He's really no friend, quote unquote, of the program. The friend of the program is the guy that's sitting next to him on game day, and that's Nick Saban, who, to your credit, as you have said, sees something in our team. And Saban knows when he sees what he sees and he makes the comments that he makes. Saban doesn't speak just to speak. He's not that type of guy. That's
why he's the greatest of all time.
That's why he's the GOAT. So,
I'd say Desmond is
Desmond has love for Miami too.
Desmond's always been a South Florida guy. He's always been in our corner. But Saban,
well, he's also a Michigan guy, and they hate Ohio State just as bad.
Here's the thing that I think people are forgetting about what Kirk Herbstreit said with that rant. And I initially, in the beginning, was happy that he said what he said. Thank you, Kirk, for saying it. But then I thought about something. Kirk Herbstreit didn't go on that Miami administration rant because he wanted Miami to do well. He went on that Miami administration rant because he wanted to further embarrass and expose them for the joke that they were, which goes back to the hate that he had. So you know what? I'm not giving Kirk Herbstreit a pass. Fuck him. He's a hater.
Larry, I'm gonna go on hey, Larry, I'm gonna go on
this dog, man. Dog didn't do nothing, man.
Fuck that dog.
Larry, I'm gonna tell you this. You're on to something, because you want to know something. He actually probably didn't think that Miami had the balls to spend the money to get Mario or anything like that. I mean, honestly, in a way. And now we got a president that actually gives a shit about football. That guy gets dressed up on the sidelines and he's rooting more. We don't have no Hobbit running this program into the ground like Donna Shalala did. We don't. So,
what about Tad Foot? That's a name out of the past too. Tad Foot.
When Donna Shalala was accepting checks from Nevin Shapiro, like, you knew it down the toilet. You knew it was. You knew
making it rain.
When you saw Shalala with Shapiro.
But wait. Now, hold up.
Don't bring that name up, man.
Hold up. Rocky, be good. I've talked to Devin. Nevin, he's been on Utah. I get it. But Nevin isn't as bad as people think he is. And I know that's hard to fathom, but he wants to see Miami win.
Hey, by the way, does anybody watch his show? I actually watched him and Willis McGahee talk about this game, and it was fire. And do you know, I learned something, by the way. Do you know that Willis McGahee said that Will Allen actually called him at the hospital to check on him? I mean, that actually, I didn't know that story. Will Allen actually apologized to Willis for hurting him in that game.
Here's what I'll say, Stallion, in regards to Devin Shapiro. I don't know all the backstory behind that. You only know, as a fan, I only know what you hear, right? And not everything that you hear is accurate.
Yeah.
LFJ, I see eyes. And
I've talked to him, so yeah.
All I know is that let's go.
There's a documentary coming out that will explain it all.
There is.
Let me
really?
Two-pair, you're gonna love this because it's your boy now. Let's talk Randy Shannon. All I know is Randy Shannon didn't like him.
I love Randy.
There you do. Randy Shannon didn't like him back in the day. And look, Randy Shannon was, in my mind, here we go, LFJ. Randy Shannon was a true Kane in my mind. I mean, that man was defensive coordinator. He lived and breathed with South Florida football, Miami Hurricane football. So I was a big fan of Randy.
He was the second black coach from Miami.
So
Jimmy
Johnson
was the first.
Jimmy Johnson was the first one.
Yep.
Let me say this real quick about the Nevin and put a bow on this. I'll tell you what I can say about Nevin Shapiro, because we've had some confidential conversations in the pre-chat of Utah. So Nevin, everybody asserts the Ponzi scheme as to the downfall of what happened with Miami. Nevin has admitted that he was wrong for the Ponzi scheme. This is something that he has no problem putting out on Front Street. But Nevin only started snitching because Miami players, and I can't name them, but it's some well-known ones, as you would figure.
Oh, I know their names.
It's
okay. I'm not going to say that.
It's cool. But you got certain Miami players who they started snitching and in turn wouldn't admit to some things. So Nevin, with his back against the wall, which don't get me wrong, as we all know, the code of the streets is don't snitch. If snitches get stitches, I get that.
Yeah, but that is true.
That's pretty much why he snitched. Now, he didn't snitch to be proactive in destroying the program, as his reputation suggests.
Right.
He snitched because the lack of cooperation from people that he was working with or giving gifts to that could have maybe helped save his situation.
Yep.
They got the bag, took the money, and left him hanging.
So what you're saying, LFJ, is the demons turned on the devil.
There you go. There you go. So that's why I don't.
And the biggest turncoat was the love child of Eminem and Screech, by the way, and he looked just like him. If Eminem and Screech had a love child, it was the most overrated recruit that ever played for Miami, and he was the biggest snitch of them all.
Who was that?
Exactly. I can't say the name.
Okay.
The description he gave you,
I got a pretty good idea.
The description he gave you, just go back and look around at 2004, 2005, 2006.
Idea who that is.
You'll see who it is.
And it was Eminem and Screech. If they had a love child, you can do AI. It looks just like him, honestly. And
here's what I'm saying.
Oh gosh,
it's blonde-haired, ugly, big nose, motherfucker.
I'm gonna put a double ball on this. I'm gonna put a double ball on this real quick. Look, the introduction of NIL to me has gone. What that has done has basically leveled out everything, past, present, and everything in the future. Because now they've made it legal. We all know it's going on for forever, even at FSU too. To fair, don't get it twisted. We're back a long way. They just called it bags back then. They didn't call it NIL. So. There is no, with the advent of this, like everything is squashed. That makes sense in my mind, anyway. Because now they just basically admitted it's like, look, we can't stop it, and it's what it is, and let's just try to figure out how we can work with it going forward.
Can I just throw this out there? And this is actually an ode to FSU, by the way. One of my favorite movies of all time that's actually gotten more of a cult following over the years is The Program. And it was based off of Florida State. Eastern State University was Florida State University. And realistically, James Conn was Bobby Bowden. And you had all these great players. And guess what? It was like the prelude before Florida State took the next step. And Michigan was actually Miami. UM was actually Miami. They just couldn't use the actual team names and everything like that and so forth. So that's what that was. So, yeah.
And to me, with NIL, the greatest crime to me because NIL has now made everything legal plus field, they should go to Dallas and rescind the death penalty that SMU got, because SMU in reality was way ahead of the curve.
Oh yeah,
they just got caught for it.
They just got caught. Yeah,
they got caught for it, and in reality now, what they did then would be so legal now. It's not even funny.
We gotta look at the boosters that SMU had, though. Like,
exactly,
those boosters were
big time oil guys.
Big time.
We're financing a Trans Am for Eric Dickerson.
Yep.
Shout out to Texas,
which would be perfectly legal now. Hey, right now,
Man.
Carson Beck got that big, what was that Ferrari when he was at Georgia, that $1.1 million Ferrari? Yeah.
Nick Saban had 5 car dealerships in and around the Tuscaloosa area. Man, give me a break.
Give me a
Can I
break.
throw this out there? Can I throw this out there? Anything that was done by all the programs that was named is child's play compared to the bullshit that was being allowed in Molesto Valley up there in Pennsylvania. That program shouldn't even be allowed anymore. I mean,
exactly. Agreed.
That's absurd right there.
Well, you see what we did here when they tried to hire Schiano? We rioted for that very reason. We didn't want any of that corruption,
any of that
mess at our university.
I feel like Rick Pitino said it best because of what's going on the college basketball side. Like, we're in a time frame where the game that we once knew is football, basketball on the college level. These guys are pros.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pros.
It's the minor league. It's the minor leagues. Now.
It's minor league.
Yep.
It's a minor league. It is now a glorified minor league system.
And it's up to each institution to decide how to go about, just like any team,
right?
Go about their allocation, how to go about their budgeting. How are they gonna value those positions? How are they gonna value the backups? What are they gonna see as more valuable? A transfer coming out of the portal that might be a style of player that they want versus a 5-star freshman. Where are they going to allocate that money? That's why why did DJ Jacobs just jump to OSU? 30 minutes after you got the phone call saying, hey, I'm going to up your ante $500,000 more or whatever it was.
Exactly.
He called Miami. I guarantee you his agent called Miami. Hey, Miami, we just got up $500,000 from OSU. We already know Mario Cristobal don't play bidding games. We know that. So that's why he jumped.
Right. It's my guy from Georgia get a money that he got from Georgia back because he transferred to Missouri.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's no different with the.
Hey.
Go ahead, big game. Sorry.
Hey, back in the day when you played in college, you're an amateur.
Right.
You play overseas, you're a professional. You could go to college and be a professional and get paid for it. That's all it is over here now. Now you come to college, you get paid.
NIL just came into existence about 5-6 years ago.
It's
5-6 years ago. Yeah.
Started with COVID year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, COVID year. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rocky, I'm gonna tell you this. There's a person from our area, because me and you are only 15 miles apart, 20 miles apart. I'm not going to name the school, but I'm going to give you the sport, and you'll probably know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say his name. There's a person from our area that played college basketball. He wound up going to LSU. And it came out that this is pre-NIL.
No, I know who this is.
Yeah. Listen, he went from purple and gold to purple and gold.
I got it.
All right.
Oh, wow.
And he admitted to some people that I know that they coerced him into going via benefits. Mm-hmm. So it's common. It happens.
You know, if Neon Badeau is in if he's in the gym and then I see Butch McCray in the Chicago gym, and I see Tartanian and all these other coaches in the same position
running reps.
Somebody's getting paid, boss.
Yeah,
somebody's getting paid.
I mean, can we honestly say that the Fab Five at Michigan, that one of them didn't get a bag?
You know what? I believe it, and as much as I read the book with Mitch Albom, and I used to think to myself, Larry, like, nah, man, there was not no. Dude.
So two pair. Here's two pairs.
Yeah, I know. I said the 8-year-old, 9-year-old me wants to believe that. No, nobody got paid. Everybody was playing. They were having fun. This was This was hip hop. This was great basketball. No, because you know what? Michigan doesn't even recognize those dudes. There's no numbers retired.
Right.
Damn, they went to back-to-back Final Four national championship games, and you wouldn't even know it.
Against Blue Bloods. Against Blue Bloods.
Against Carolina.
Two pair. You're a college basketball guy, so I'm gonna introduce you to my side of that. Listen, I'm a huge Rick Pitino guy. I was a Rick Pitino guy back in the day from Kentucky. That was my guy.
I'm a disciple of Pitino.
Dude, if that guy never leaves, he's the new Wizard of Westwood. But keep going.
The Fab Five in Michigan can go to hell. I hated Michigan with a passion.
Did you really?
I couldn't stand the Michigan.
I thought they were a fun story, though.
It was Kentucky and it was Duke, and that was it. That was the rivalry.
It was all right with Kentucky, but you can kiss my ass on the second.
Duke, I couldn't stand either. But two pair men I used to.
Oh, never mind. I thought you liked Duke. Okay, my bad.
No, he was just mentioning. He was mentioning that it was Kentucky and Duke like that. He was just talking about that.
That was the showdown.
Oh, I'm gonna buy you a beer when I see you, man, because I'm a Carolina man on the horse.
Patino coached basketball the way my God, my the way Jimmy Johnson, who's my God, the way he approached the game of football. There was a lot of similarities there between.
I love college basketball the same way I love college football.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I've always been a fan of both equally.
Yeah,
but when we were talking last week, and I said the NCAA, when it comes to basketball, they want the 1-16 upset. They want the one shining moment. You can't do that with college football.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
That
two different type of physicality. Yeah.
And just think about it, man. Like that Boise State, that football team was actually a decent football team that was playing at Oklahoma.
Back in 2007, yeah, with the Branch
wasn't like the biggest of upsets. It was just they caught them at a bad moment.
Yeah,
because that Boise State team, when you think about it, was like there was a decent football team.
Oh yeah, they were good back then. Boise was back then. Nobody wanted to play them on the blue field.
Nobody wanted to play that Boise State Virginia Tech game to open up the season
in 11. Yeah, and they beat the three-headed monster of Darren Evans and Ryan Williams and David Wilson. Yeah,
and what was
the NCAA when it comes to basketball, it will love the one shining moment. When it comes to college football, ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way.
Hey, real quick, can I ask you guys something? If you ain't going to spend money, I put it out the bottom just to laugh at it. Look at that ass games of schedule that we were subjected to prior to today and tomorrow night's games that are about to happen.
I wasn't subjected to it, my brother. I was not subjected to it because I will jump on Madden and I'll play Xbox and Madden. I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah, I listened to music and just that back did research. So that's all I did. I ain't watching some of these games. Didn't even watch. I watched the pro games like Saturday night. I was watching the pro games on Prime and on Peacock. They were better than this. They were much better than this.
I'm gonna say this. It was so bad to watch the last game of the University of Tennessee football team.
Yeah.
It really has been like when I tell you Knoxville is quiet as a church house right now. Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
You lose to Diego Pavi into me Stadium and giving one of the worst losses of the year at home. Your defensive coordinator, you fire him. Then you said we're going to pack up all our things and go to Nashville for the Music City Bowl. When I tell you that is the quietest bus ride in Nashville they are coming right back to Knoxville at almost 12 o'clock.
Yep.
There's no party in
that.
Broadway.
When's the game? Did they play already?
They played at 5:30.
On a walk-off. Illinois won on a fucking walk-off field goal at the end.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Yes, 30-28. I think was the
30-28.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
That's what I'm saying, man. You went down. You went like 2 to 3 hours away to get an L. And then
That's a home game.
Guys that wanted to play.
Yeah, it was. And it was a home game, Larry. They had 75% of the crowd was Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
No
and
excuse.
they dicked off. They dicked off most of the game. That's what they did.
Yep. And plus you had half your defense, which was bad anyway. Half your defense didn't even show because they've either declared for the draft or they're hitting the portal.
Speaking of the portal.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that shit.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this bullshit. Yeah.
Super, I got to come to you specifically because this is your team. What the hell is going on at Florida State? I'm seeing 25 players hit the portal.
30
now.
It's 30.
And it's 30 players because they wanted Norvell gone.
Yep.
What's going on, Two-Pair? Help me because I'm trying to figure this out.
It's a different time in college football, man. And then, like, I'm gonna say this: he had one undefeated regular, one, an ACC champion. It's about to get to that point where we're gonna forget that wasn't that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's no culture. There's no environment for guys to thrive.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a prediction. Manny Diaz is gonna be Florida State's
I was about to say the same thing.
It's setting up. It's setting up.
I can see that happen.
He'll do good there. He'll do good there.
Yes, he will.
He's a Chuckamotto disciple. So, yep.
Manny Diaz.
Manny Diaz.
You know what? I like.
And where is he at today? He's in El Paso. He's in El Paso, Texas, with Duke getting ready for the freaking Gary Danielson retirement party known as the Sun Bowl tomorrow against Arizona State.
Might I add
the first ever conference champion to ever play in the Sun Bowl.
Hey, we got to put some respect on his name. ACC championship coach, Manny Diaz.
ACC champion.
Yeah, he is ACC champion coach. He is. He is right.
Thanks, Tony.
Let me say this about Manny Diaz. When you look at the way
I can see that by Manny Diaz.
When you look at the way you made the adjustment in that Virginia game, because you would have thought that it was Virginia's game to lose.
It was.
Duke took that shit. They just took it.
Mm-hmm. They took it from them. They took it.
Like Duke took the ACC championship that was supposed to be Miami.
Yeah.
Yep. That was supposed to be Miami's.
But Miami's taking all of the money because they won a lawsuit settlement that instead of them having to split money with the ACC, they get to keep every dollar. Every game they win, they get more and more, millions and millions for each round. If they go all the way and win the national championship, they get $32 million, and it's all theirs.
Yep.
They deserve it.
Oh, real quick. I got somebody asked me a question in the chat. It's funny how Alabama and Georgia fans are accusing Miami of paying players when they've been doing it under the table for 20 years. The reason why they care now, Anthony, is they're butthurt because, like what these guys said, NIL has leveled the playing field. The truth of the matter is, if it wasn't for NIL, Reuben Baines probably at Alabama. He was the heir apparent to Will Anderson.
Yep.
Mark Fletcher is probably Ohio State's running back tomorrow night. And then you look at CeCe Malinois, he's probably playing right tackle for Oregon tomorrow in the Orange, or on January 1st in the Orange Bowl. But these guys came to Miami instead, and that's why these guys are butthurt saying it now. And it's like, sorry, guys. I mean, that's what's made Miami relevant again.
And now they got
the last guy you mentioned, Ochoa, isn't he Penei Sewell's cousin?
Malinois, you mean? I'm sure.
Yeah, Malinois.
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't he his cousin? That I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, because his brother was at Washington, and so before.
Yep, his brother was at Washington. Yeah. I remember his brother. His brother was a hoss too, man.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, Miami's going to use that money for football. And here's the thing. I know that some of you may not like Miami basketball. They had a big win tonight against Pittsburgh. Jai Lucas is killing it with Miami.
Yeah, they started their ACC schedule tonight.
Yep, they're going to be good. Miami's
going to be okay.
They're the right replacement for Larranaga, man. I'm going to say this. Larranaga is a Hall of Fame.
Yes, he is.
Done. He should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, getting to the Final Four.
Oh, that was huge.
To pair what Jim Larranaga did for Miami basketball, they should build a statue to him.
I agree.
Marriott Center, because he put, for all intents and purposes, if you want to call it this, he put Miami basketball as on the map as could be possible.
Can I say this about Miami basketball? Being a Miami basketball fan, I really believe that Larranaga is like what Howard Schellenberger was for football.
Yeah.
And Jai Lucas is going to be the Jimmy Johnson that gets Miami over the hump in basketball. I really believe.
What's his name? Lucas? Your coach?
Jai Lucas.
Is he John Lucas's son?
I believe he is. I think he is John Lucas's son.
I remember John Lucas was a hell of a player, man. Hell of a coach, too.
Man. We're talking about Oklahoma State. Yeah. Oklahoma. Yeah.
I want to make a comment about Stallion about the portal, and I'm going to cause some controversy tonight amongst us.
Go for it.
Here we go. LFJ, this one's for you.
Okay.
Give it to me.
We gotta stop with this clamoring, because this is part of it, right? We're in the calendar season. The portal opens. We might play a game, but the portal opens on Tuesday, so we gotta
that's right.
Gotta manage it, right? So portal opens up. We've got to stop as a fan base. We've got to stop this clamoring. And look, we're going to go back in the portal for a QB. I think as Canes fans, we understand that going into 2026.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop calling for the Deuce Knights, the Byron Browns. We got to stop calling for those guys. To the fan base that's listening on this podcast, a quarterback like that under head coach Mario Cristobal is never going to happen.
Yep.
Because Mario Cristobal is always going to want to feature first the headhunters on the offensive line.
Exactly.
He's not going to go for a true dual threat guy. Never going to happen. Cam Ward wasn't a dual threat. Carson Beck wasn't a dual threat. Right now, number one on our list is Sam Levitt. Tell me if I'm wrong, LFJ. Sam Levitt.
Yes.
Or that Cincinnati quarterback.
Sam Levitt's on it.
He's got some movement, but he's not a true dual threat. We got to stop.
So here's my thing.
Sorsby is being looked at. Sorsby is being looked at by Tennessee hard because his family is here.
Yes,
well, here's my question. Why would Darion Coleman come to Miami then?
Darion Coleman's not a true dual threat.
He's not a true dual threat?
No, he's not.
He can run a little bit, but
he can run a little bit. He's got some movement.
He's a smaller version of Cam Ward.
He's not a running back there. He's not a Byron Brown. He's not a Deuce Knight type. He's not even a Marcel. I would go Marcel Reed. He's not that type of a QB.
Mario's an old school.
Is this true, by the way? Something about that Miami only got 6,000 tickets. I thought they had to allocate it evenly in Miami. Miami should have like 15 or 20,000 fans.
They've got more than that. That's not true. They've got more than they got more than that. And plus, there's also fans that are not fans of either team. But so us fans, Miami went outside the university probably and bought tickets as well.
Here's the thing about stuff like that. You can't believe that type of stuff because this game is at a neutral site and a neutral venue. I hate when these fake articles come out now against A&M. Yes, because that's an A&M. That's a site game of the university. So they have the right to allocate. But this right here is being put on by the sponsors. I don't know who the sponsor of the Cotton Bowl. Goodyear, I think it is.
Goodyear.
Yeah. So they're not going to say, oh, you're only going to get so many tickets here. Because guess what? You're going to lose out on money. You don't have that many Ohio State fans that are all going to travel in the Jerry's World, which is like 90,000, whatever the seat capacity is.
Actually, it's going to be 100. It's 102,000 as of tomorrow night because the Cowboy season is over. There's no need for them to use any of the extra seats. They're using every seat in the house, man. Jerry gets half of the proceeds, man. He wants that money.
And that's why they gave him as a as of tonight, there's from what I hear, there's still some tickets, a lot of tickets that are still out there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they'll get bought up.
I want to give love to somebody new that I've never seen before from a South Carolina fan. I hope y'all's defensive
Cockatoos.
Julian saying all game long tomorrow, from your mouth to God's ears, brother. I hope so. I really do. So yeah,
Amen.
yeah. Yeah, and you know the other thing too that people forget about is that maybe Miami doesn't sell out the home games, but we have a lot of a national. Yes, and we have a national fan base because look at you guys. You guys are in Louisiana. I'm in Tennessee. I mean, we'll go to games, you know, if it's geographically accessible, you know, and so forth. There's a lot of Florida State and Florida grads that live in Miami. They sell out the Dolphins because everybody loves the Dolphins down there, even though they've been ass for 40 years. But I'm just saying that, like you look at Miami Hurricanes games, I mean, if Miami Hurricanes had a 50,000-seat stadium, we could sell that out. 40 to 50,000, we'd sell that out.
Well,
like the old Orange Bowl, like the old Orange Bowl,
like the old Orange Bowl. And you saw, I mean, I know it was a lot of Notre Dame fans in the house, but that opening game had to be 75-80% Hurricanes fans.
Oh yeah,
Hurricane fans.
The Gator game was a lot of Miami fans too.
Yes,
so.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that tomorrow night, I think Carson Beck's going to have a good game tomorrow night. I think he's due for a good game. I don't think
I think so too.
Enough credit tomorrow night, honestly. I think Carson Beck's going to have a good game, especially if he's got a clean pocket tomorrow night. So yeah, I mean, I really do. I really believe that.
And getting back to Mario, Mario's an old school guy. He believes in building the lines first, inside out.
And that's
why you're not going to have.
That's where the NIL money is going to go. He's going to use it for that. So
that's why you don't. That's why you don't need. If you're him, you don't need a dual threat quarterback. You want somebody that can hand the ball and plus be in the pocket and deliver that shot down the field, man. When that running game is working, the play action works just as well. Get a old school drop back quarterback like Carson Beck and let him just get a clean pocket and let him deliver, man. Mm-hmm. Give him weapons. Give him a line.
Question from my guys, LFJ and Stallion. Would y'all really be surprised if we came out tomorrow and just started handing the ball off to Fletcher? Would y'all be shocked?
No.
I'm for it. I'm for it.
Because here's the thing. If they even get success controlling the ball, if you limit their offense, they're going to get impatient. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to try to go for the home run. And I think that plays into Heatherman's hands. I got another question for you guys. And Larry, answer Rocky's first. Our question is, whoever wins that coin toss, is anybody going to take the ball fucking first? Because I guarantee they'll defer whoever wins that coin toss.
Oh, yeah.
Because you want defense to set the tone, whether it's them or us. That's a fact tomorrow night. So pay attention to who wins the coin toss. So, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Ohio State wins the toss, I think they'll actually take the ball.
You think so? Wow.
I think so. I think Miami will defer. But if Ohio State wins, remember, Ohio State's the one that hasn't played since December the 4th.
Okay. Yeah.
They want to put their offense out there first. Mm-hmm. They want to try to set a tempo. Somebody is going to dance slow, and someone's going to get the quarterback affected and run the ball well. Ohio State wants to set themselves out. They want to get themselves to get their crowd into the game, because if Miami gets their defense is allowed to dictate the tempo, look out. It's going to be a long night for Ohio State. If they don't score on their first possession, it's going to be a long night.
Anthony asks, can you guys explain to me where this narrative that Carson can't come back from a big deficit comes from? He did it against Bama in the national championship when he won it at Georgia. I think what now?
That was Tua.
Oh, you know what? I think he's talking about what's his name?
He's talking about the regular season game.
He's talking about the regular season game.
Now they did beat Georgia for a national championship at Indianapolis.
Yeah,
James Cook was the star. Cook was the star of that game.
Okay, and I thought Stetson Bennett was the quarterback. So.
He's talking about the game where Georgia played Bama. Bama was up big.
I thought Bennett was the quarterback.
Yeah, so Kerry, he's talking about the regular season game. I think he got them mixed up because in the national title game, it was Stetson Bennett that helped.
Yeah, Stetson Bennett that won.
It was a regular season game where Carson Beck came back.
Yeah, because it was that one, and then the other one that I remember, Jalen Hurts was shitting the bed, and they went to Tua.
Tua came in.
And he came in and let him back. Yeah.
Yep. I love this comment. Malachi Tony is must see. He is must see because there's about 15. You talk about guys like him and Bain. There's about 15 NFL teams that would love to have one of them right now. Just right now would love to have one of those type of players, man. Right now, especially Bain.
Send him to Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah.
You got that right.
I'm going to tell you this. Malachi Tony's Heisman Trophy run for next year starts tomorrow night, honestly. If they keep
Actually, I think it started last week.
You're right. Yeah.
I think the way he responded after that fumble and then scoring the touchdown, that began his Heisman Trophy thing to next year.
Did y'all see Julian Sayin got Freshman of the Year?
National Freshman of the Year?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I'm not surprised. Everybody likes the Ohio State all day long. So guess what? That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
I think that's how they get Buckethead Trevor, but keep going.
I was about to say, the coach is getting his done right now as we speak.
Two-pair, I see you down there, man. What's the matter, man? You took the points with Ohio State? Are you thinking about it?
Oh,
he took Miami. He took Miami. Two-pair took Miami. He's a Cane at heart. He's got family from the crib down there in Liberty City.
I feel like, man, it's one of them games, man. It's gonna do what I said earlier. It's gonna be one of those.
Yeah, he's redshirt freshman.
They reverse what happened 22 years ago, man. I feel like it happens tomorrow, man. Like I'm really interested in how it's gonna play out and see if Ohio State doesn't get to a fast start, or where is their running game gonna be at up?
They don't have one.
Bo Jackson is a freshman.
And he ain't the original Bo Jackson. He ain't the original Bo. He damn sure ain't Bo Vincent.
And that's why I say, I'm looking at these delusional Ohio State fans that are saying that Miami's going to get blown out. I'm looking at the line saying that Miami's a 10-point dog, and I'm like, how? Because the key to winning games, anybody that played football knows, if you got the advantage in the trenches and a better quarterback, that's your advantage to winning right there.
That's it.
And that's what Miami has. So I think they're just going off of, being the national championship, the defending champ rather coming in. I mean, come on, man. You couldn't beat Indiana. You couldn't beat Michigan when you had a coach texting his side piece and the other one trying to access pictures of the naked cheerleaders and shit.
And then you had another guy stealing credit information from people as well. So
man. You couldn't dominate Michigan, but you're going to beat Miami. That's 100% focus, please.
You guys got a question. Two-pair, Kerry, you got a question. Being non-Hurricane guys, was there a Hurricane player you liked watching tape with, like that, or that you played against? Like, was there a Hurricane player you guys liked to watch and so forth?
First time I watched Miami, I love players like Alonzo Highsmith, Michael Irvin. Those guys really, especially Michael Irvin. He was a badass wide receiver, man, especially at college. Oh, dear. It's like every time he threw the ball, he was open all night long, except the night Tennessee played him at the Sugar Bowl, and Tennessee shut them down that night in New Orleans. Other than that night, Michael Irvin was always open. Always open.
Yeah.
Shout out to
what about you?
the Super Bowl team that he's talking about celebrating 40 years, I want to say.
40 years this year is that Sugar Bowl team.
But no, if I had to think of the Miami
Michael
guy,
my bad.
I like the mid-90s ones, the mid-90s guys. Warren Sapp, Ray Lewis,
Sapp.
And Santana Moss, DJ Williams.
Oh, man.
DJ Williams, I thought was like one of the best football players I've ever seen.
Two-pair, I got a most hated FSU guy by far.
Oh, man.
My most hated FSU guy. You ready?
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Charlie Ward.
He was the most.
Wow.
I wanted to break his legs every time he was out there on the field. Charlie Ward.
He was damn good.
Charlie Ward was damn
He was impressive quarterback, impressive man, very impressive man.
Can I tell you where I hated Charlie Ward more? Being a Miami Heat fan and his damn Knicks beating my Heat every fucking time. That's what I couldn't stand, but keep going. So,
yeah, he broke our hearts in '93.
Yes, he did.
Yep. Charlie Ward, man.
Whipped our ass up and down that field.
Ward, Dunn, those talented Florida State teams, my God. Of course, Deion Sanders to be one of the 5 greatest football players I've ever seen in my life is Deion Sanders.
Wanted to go to Miami, but Miami didn't recruit him.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine prime time on those 80s Hurricanes teams? I mean, you could see it makes sense now. The swag that he had, who he was, and we knew in NFL. Can you imagine Deion in the same backfield as Benny Blades?
Oh, man.
That's why he fit in with the Cowboys so good, honestly.
Yeah. Like, Deion brought all of that Fort Myers with
Yes.
Yep. Bought Fort Myers and everything.
Like, he brought that to, you know what I'm saying? That's what started, my fandom with Florida State. He was one of those first guys. Charlie Ward, Peter Ward Dunn, Kes McCorvey. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Derek Brooks.
Yeah.
Derek Brooks.
Giovanni Foster's got a question. No bias. Who had a better impact freshman season, Malachi Tony or Jeremiah Smith? I'm going to go first. Regular season was clearly Malachi Tony because Ohio State had so many other pieces. But in the postseason, it was the Jeremiah Smith show. No, hands down. He's a dog. But let's see what Malachi Tony does if Miami goes on this run to compare him, if that's a fair. I'm not trying to cop out.
I would have said
that's how
the CFP made you really Jeremiah Smith was.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith's a dog. He is a dog.
Yes, he is. He is a dog. In that wide receiver of Ohio State, they're all dogs, man.
Great players.
That I can't take away from that. Why Ohio State's wide receiver? I can't take away from that, man.
Yeah, Cornell
with the talent
So
I mean, when you look at the list of guys that are in the league right now from Ohio State that are contributing.
Ibuka in Tampa, Jackson Nigma Smith in Seattle, maybe on the best team in the
Chris Olave.
Harrison Jr. Yeah.
Yep. Brian Hartline, man's going to take that talent. Brian Hartline taking that talent with him to South Florida, that recruiting state, the way he looks at wide receiver talent, South Florida going to be a force to deal with. They're going to be a force to deal with.
Brandon Brock brings up Gino Torretta, Kevin Williams, Lamar Thomas, Warren Sapp, Raylan Lewis, Marlon Barnes, rest in peace, and those guys. They were exciting to watch. Yeah, I'd even throw out Kenny Holmes, Kennard Lang, Casey Jones. Those guys were really good in the mid-'90s too. So
my favorite, I'll be honest with you, my favorite Hurricane of all time is a guy that's not with us anymore, Jerome Brown. Fat guy. Wrecked.
Jerome
that guy,
Brown.
Anytime he stepped on the field,
played the position because of Jerome Brown.
Anytime that man stepped on the field, he wrecked shop.
Yes.
He could wear whatever the heck he wanted. Army fatigues. He could wear nothing. He could run across Africa with a fried chicken bucket strapped to his back and come out cleaner than anything. That man can go.
Can I tell you this? One of my favorite stories is when the Penn State and Miami people had to do that Fiesta Bowl, who could eat more steak or something challenge, and then
they walked out,
and then they brought in some. It was basically like a roast, and so anyway. Jerome Brown literally takes the last bite of his steak, wipes his mouth, he gets up and leaves, and the whole fucking team from Miami follows him out.
And even Jimmy Johnson said to that day, I was getting bored, so I went up and left with him.
So, that right there, that was a dog. So, Two-Pair will back me up because we played football together. He even called me Mini Dan Morgan the way I tried to play that weak side linebacker position as Dan Morgan did before he moved to middle
Dan Morgan.
That senior year when Nate Webster left early. So, but Two-Pair would tell you I was weak side linebacker Dan Morgan all day. So, and I wore 45. He wore 44. So, 45 because of my dad. So, that's why. So,
Yeah, man.
And my dad was on the national champion Miami Edison team of 1960. So, and
Wow.
that was a great team. That was a great team back then. So,
Nice.
yeah. So
But that Jerome Brown was just it for me. And then he plays with Reggie White and leads that defense in Philadelphia. He left us way too soon because that man was on his way to a Hall of Fame career.
And Philly would have won some Super Bowls in the 90s, too, if he would have lived.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been the Cowboys. It would have been them.
Yeah.
It would have been them.
What a nasty tandem him and Reggie White made. My goodness. You know that on that defensive line for the Eagles?
You listen to Mike Golick, who played with them, told all these stories about Jerome. What a guy Jerome Brown. And I remember one time he was telling stories. He was just crying his eyes out. He said, Jerome left us way too soon. He said people had no idea how great he really would have been. He was that good. I could see it in college. That man could just wreck stuff whenever he's on the field. You had to pay at least 2 men, sometimes 3 to him. He was that big of a force, man.
Well, and that opened the door for Cortez Kennedy and Russell Maryland, the next group, and then the war.
And they were studs too. But Jerome Brown was just a different animal, man. Just a different animal.
So two pair. Just to kind of come off of your question of when you liked Florida State. For me, it was Jimmy's teams. The way Jimmy imparted his confidence on those teams in the late '80s and how they went about, how they did their thing. I mean, that was it for me. Cleveland Gary, Steve Walsh, those guys that really started. I mean, look, I love the fact that you could. I mean, take this for how you want it, but talk crap before the game, come on there, kick your ass, and then talk crap after the game. That was Jimmy's way, and they pulled it off. There was no fear in Jimmy Johnson, and he imparted confidence in each and every one of his players that really I don't think we've seen before or since, maybe for a few exceptions down the road. To me, he's the god of coaching, is Jimmy. That's why Bill Belichick went to see him on his boat, you know, when trying to figure out how to do the Patriots. That's why all the coaches went down there to his clinics. That guy to me is just a psychological
Jimmy Johnson,
man.
Yeah.
We got a question here. Giovanni Foster says 01 Hurricanes team versus 2019 LSU.
Don't do that, Jay. Don't do that,
Willis,
Jay.
Willis McGahee actually answered it on Evan Shapiro's show. He said the 01 defense, Joe Burrow wouldn't be able to get a pass to the receivers.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a stat. Joe Burrow had the long. It came out today because they were talking about how long Julian Sand was gonna have to sit back in the pocket versus Miami's defense. Joe Burrow, out of any quarterback, I think sat back there the longest. He had like an average of like 4.2 seconds to sit back there and survey the field because LSU had that great offensive line that year. Okay,
exactly.
He sat back there in that pass, he never would have had a chance versus the 01.
The 01 Miami team is one of the, to me, the 01 Miami team is one of the top 5 college football teams of all time that I have seen.
I mean, Vince Wilfork was a backup on that team because of how
that's
deep they
scary.
were. I mean, honestly, Vince Wilfork was second string because the front was Matt Walters, William Joseph, Jerome McDougal, and Andrew Williams with Cornelius Green, Jamal Green, Vince Wilfork, and then I forget who the other guy was. Because they went 8 deep. I mean, they literally rotated 8 guys at the defensive line position. And in between that, the linebackers were rotating about 4 or 5 guys with DJ Vilma, Howard Clark, Chris Campbell, rest in peace, and
Jonathan Vilma, man.
Yeah, and I forget who the other guy was. Shoot.
And
Jamel Weaver.
And Jamar Chase, and who was the other one? LFJ, Jamar Chase,
Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson.
Who was the third guy? He got drafted too.
Terrace Marshall.
Terrace Marshall.
Those guys versus our secondary? No way.
Jonathan Vilma, man.
That brings us to the next question. The next question was asking, do you guys agree that overall LSU is defensive back university, or does Miami still have it as DBU?
Overall.
That's a tough question. That's a tough question.
Historically, I guess that's what he's asking.
Historically? Hell no.
I mean, you got Sean Taylor, Ed Reed. Those are bona fide Hall of Famers.
Sean Taylor, my God.
And then you can go back further with Benny Blades, Antrell Roll,
Mike
Rump.
Mike Rumpf.
I mean,
what a hard hitting safety he was. My God.
Before the Saban era at LSU, what great LSU DBs can you think of?
Can't really think of any. It happened after he got there.
So Miami, historically, you got DBs going way back into the 80s.
Yep.
Benny Blades. Yeah.
Benny Blades.
Even Dwayne Stark in the 90s. So,
yeah.
Boy.
You think back to those LSU teams, Tommy Hodgson and Herb Tyler, and some of those guys didn't have.
And listen, Rocky can tell you because he's from down here like me. These damn LSU fans swear to God that they're one of the blue bloods in college football, and they only got good in the early 2000s with Saban. They hadn't won a championship since 1959 until Saban got there and won them in 2003. Now you've had success in the last 20 years. I'll get a devil its due. You've done that. But when you want to talk about blue bloods, LSU ain't shit.
Big game, two-parent stallion. Listen, man, they think Jerry DiNardo is a god.
Oh, God.
Wait.
Jerry DiNardo was a fuck-up at Vanderbilt. He fucked up Vanderbilt.
Two-parent big game can actually back me up on this. We didn't know about LSU until Herb Tyler and Jerry DiNardo pulled one over on the visor when LSU pulled one out of their ass that ESPN Saturday night, and they beat Florida. And the only reason we remember that is because it helped Tennessee propel into that SEC championship game. Because without that loss, we go to the Citrus Bowl again instead of going to the Orange Bowl. That's the only player. And Herb Tyler was the quarterback of LSU. That's what
best player I ever seen put on an LSU uniform and play football, which was somebody I wish Miami would have got, was Cecil the Diesel Collins.
Mm-hmm.
That man.
Oh yeah.
Freight train.
He was a freight train. My God.
Anthony Mazzano asks this one. Who wins the national championship? The 2002 Miami Canes that lost in the Fiesta Bowl, or Nick Saban's first Alabama championship team that beat Texas in 2009? Who wins that game?
Canes.
2003 team.
Because honestly, the Alabama team wouldn't have won if what's his name doesn't get hurt for Texas. That quarterback who got hurt.
Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy.
They were rolling. Texas wins that game.
Because Texas was rolling.
Yeah. That was supposed to be another championship for Mac, actually. So that would have cemented Mac at Texas, honestly. That it wasn't just So yeah, that's a fact. So the only thing I remember about LSU growing up in the 90s, Kevin Falk. Yeah, him too. He was on that team with Herb Tyler. So yeah.
Yeah, I remembered him too when we scrimmaged Karen Crew and he put his foot in the middle of my nose.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? If you talk about the 2001 team, I mean, guys, this is how deep they were. Kellen Winslow and Sean Taylor were knocking people out on special teams because they couldn't get on the field until it was the fourth quarter when shit was already being blown out. The other thing, too, is that there's some crazy stat that even if you take away Miami's offensive production that year,
still go 8-4.
They still win 8-4 because of the score.
If they scored no touchdowns.
Special teams. That's nuts, right?
Here's the juice on that team. Here's the deal. We got a national.
Wasn't Jeremy Shockey on that team too?
Yeah, Shockey was tight end, starting tight end. Yeah, Shockey was.
I thought so.
Look, they stole the national championship from us. Obviously, Ohio State did, and Jim Tressel was the luckiest motherfucker on the planet. That's the
who's now the governor of Ohio.
That guy right there got by during that season. If I remember correctly, Ohio State. And correct me if I'm wrong. They had some nail biters where they pulled some stuff.
Oh, I can name them all.
Yeah.
They had to beat Purdue on the last second. They had to they barely beat Penn State. They even struggled with Michigan that last game.
Yeah.
Honestly, they really did.
Yep.
You know, they
struggled with Northwestern. They struggled with Northwestern.
Yeah.
And now Jim Tressel off that one game. He's now governor. Years later, think about it. He's governor of Ohio. Think about that. He's lived off that one game forever.
Guys, I brought this up on Stallion Speaks. A lot of Miami fans may not remember this, but I do. Going into that Fiesta Bowl, you know how they do these media days and they come up with stories and things like that. The biggest story that I kind of even stopped and said, oh my God, we really allowed this to happen. Jim Tressel placed a phone call to Larry Coker and said, listen, you guys are the Kings right now, and I'd just like to just come down there and spend a couple of practices with you just to see how you run the show so I can get it up here in Ohio State. Larry Coker says, oh, come on down and everything like that. And he underestimated the fact that Jim Tressel in that second year was going to even be in that game and allowed him to be there. And say what you will about Tressel, he took notes of what was going on. And then Nevin reveals on the show last night with Willis McGahee, he flat out says that he had a conversation with Art Kehoe, and Art Kehoe 2 days before the Fiesta Bowl said, I'm worried about their defensive line. And that defensive line all got drafted either that year or the next year. It was Tim Anderson, Kenny Peterson, Will Smith, who's no longer with us, that played for the Saints, and Darian Scott. And they really dictated shit for at least about 2.5 quarters before Miami started getting rolling. Then when Willis got hurt is when things changed again. Because if Willis doesn't get hurt, there's not a doubt in my mind Miami goes down there and wins the game in regulation.
They win by 2 touchdowns if McGahee. They win by 2 touchdowns if McGahee doesn't get hurt.
Hey,
they couldn't stop McGahee that night.
Shane's back. Shane's back in the car. Is there people with him in that car?
No, it's just me. It's just me. It's just me.
Yo, Shane, what's up, man?
It's kind of dark in that car. Are you sure it's just you? So.
I don't think.
I promise it's just me.
I don't think asking Shane what's up is a good idea because I'm pretty sure after the finish it's not up no more.
He's like Beetlejuice. He's like Beetlejuice after the whorehouse. Keep going, man.
Sugar Shane got his. Sugar Shane got his. All right.
I bet he did.
Sugar Shane got his. I bet you did, man. You better have got your hits.
Parking lot Pippin, son.
What's wrong with that?
Nope.
Like LL Cool J used to say. Like LL Cool J used to say, backseat of my Jeep. Let's swing it up.
Backseat. That's right.
Is that fog I see on the window?
Okay. Who remembers the Take album, Love, Sex, and Pain?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
She Devoured Me. If you remember that song.
Boy, you get it all here on Rebels Without a Cause.
It is past 11 o'clock, so it's okay now.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I had to check the YouTube stream real quick before I jumped on.
Yep. Yeah, we're past that now. Hey, it's after hours time, baby.
So wait a minute. Wait. You my man 3-6 Mafia is from Tennessee, right?
Yeah, 3-6 Mafia is from Memphis.
Yeah, 3-6 Mafia is from Memphis. Yeah.
3-6 Mafia, son. Fifth on the train. Squeeze on my nut. Lick on my butt. Please don't touch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I grew up on 3-6. So that's my shit right there.
Yeah. I'll cut that off so you don't get a copyright strike right quick.
Who's a better recruiter, Randy Shannon or Mario Cristobal? Taking it back to football.
Oh, that's Mario.
Mario,
hands down. Mario. Yeah, Mario can recruit. So, yeah. I'll tell you this. This could be a game for Mario to really cement himself. If he wins tomorrow night, he kind of got to get off his ass about not winning the big game or coaching and so forth. It's the little teams he can't get his guys prepared for. These big games and being underdogs, I don't think he has a problem yet. He's shown it in other programs. So
Ryan Day
all he's got now
against them already.
Exactly.
That's right. So, yeah.
Y'all
Miss Ellen V in the house. Rocky, Miss Ellen V in the house. Y'all are misbehaving ridiculously.
How did I know Ellen V was going to show up? Ellen V would show up after we play slob on my knob.
I'm telling you.
This is awesome.
We love you, Ellen V.
If you hear the song that comes after that.
Hey, this is the family New Year's Eve special. This is rocking the RWAC fam right here. So we're having a good time tonight. So
rocking the Christmas tree, rocking the New Year's tree, baby.
Hey, listen, this is more fun than New Year's Eve or Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve with Ryan fucking Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest. Hey, when Dick Clark was alive.
All I know is I need to get bench seats in the truck.
Yeah, you might want to get
the negotiation.
Padded, Shano. Padded.
You should have gotten a Yukon. You should have got a Yukon, man, instead of the what you got, man. You would have had back seats and everything.
I got a truck bed for a reason.
Hey, to go even further, Larry Frank, if we're gonna bring up LL Cool J, that man needed love. I need love. So that's
Yeah, I need love.
I need love.
He also lounging, man. Lounging, baby. LL Cool J.
I could go to the last line of Two Live Crew Me So Horny where Chinaman said, "Put your lips on my." I ain't gonna say that. Y'all know the rest.
With the thumbs up.
Y'all know the rest. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave that.
Hey, I'll tell you
man.
this. If
It's that late night tip.
I'm just going to say this. If Miami pulls this off tomorrow night, the party on Sunday is going to be unbelievable on our shows. That's all I'm going to say. Stallion Speaks, I want everybody to come on, and we're going to party it up. I don't care if it gets taken down. If it's live or whatever, we're going to play some music. It's all about the you and you know, Trick Daddy. We're going to play all them songs, honestly.
Oh, man.
So
that means you hear that, LNV. Get the poll ready. You're gonna be the man attraction.
It's gonna be a Friday night at the Treasure Club. Simple as that.
Yep. I got my 50 cents ready to cash up. Let's go.
50 cents, man.
I'm not able to make a rain, but I'll make a hail.
I'll make it sprinkle.
Yeah, LMV, you know what I always tell you, man. I know you always running the corner on the other one on the street. So go ahead.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you this. Brandon Brock had one of the best lines so far, and that mofo Kevin Falk played damn all 10 years at LSU during the entire 90s. It seemed.
Then he played another 20 years, it seems like, in New England with the Patriots, man. It seemed like he was there every single year for 20 years.
He was opportunistic, wasn't he? So
it seemed like he was 10 years, but he graduated the same year I did, 95.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he graduated 95. He had he great. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we old, man. We old, man. We just accept it. You will be too one day.
Hey, real quick.
I got adult children. I feel old already.
Oh, dude, we all feel it.
Excuse me, I'm a grandfather here, so you know.
I did want to.
My girls promised me 25, so.
I did want to bring this up real quick because I know that we all got some dogs in the fight coming up or whatever, but we got to talk a little NFL as well and the playoff implications. Here's some of the scores from this past week or whatever. I mean, hey, listen. Rocky, my question to you is this, brother. Your Bears have clinched that division, right? They've got a home game at least or whatever. So
they get one home game, at least one.
You go. Okay.
Yeah, we do. We're playing for the 2 seed this week. If we win, we get the 2. If we lose, we gotta have the Eagles lose to the Commanders, and we get the 2.
And that ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen. And like I said,
you'll beat Detroit.
Yeah,
you'll beat Detroit.
Well, no, we get the Packers right now. Yeah,
that's right.
Detroit's eliminated right now. To where it sits. It's us versus the Packers. Part 3 at Soldier Field, which, believe it or not, makes me nervous because last time we played them, we pulled out a freaking miracle to get that done. We had to get an onside kick to beat them, and I just, for as good of a season as we've had, for as electric as I think Caleb Williams is, I think he's got a ways to improve consistency and on his touch passes because he can throw. He can make the spectacular throws, but when they're 5 yards in front of him, he can't hit.
Yeah, he can't hit the. Yeah, it's like an NBA. He's like an NBA player. He's like an NBA player comes off the bench. He can hit the 3, but he can't hit the layups.
Exactly. So,
hey, Giovanni, real quick to answer your question. Yeah, I can see Ruben Bain holding the trophy. I got him holding one side. I got Messenger holding the other, and them kissing each side of that damn trophy, hosting it up. I got that visual. Go ahead, Joe.
So I'm worried about my Bears in the playoffs because defense wins championships and the defense is soft. They have to rely on turnovers to be successful, and when they don't get turnovers, it's ugly. And when you get up against these better teams in the playoffs, you're not gonna have that. You're not gonna have guys that are inaccurate and making throws because we don't have a pass rush. Montez Sweat and DeMarcus Robinson's hurt. That's another thing. We got a lot of injuries. A lot of guys are banged up. Zacchaeus, our other wide receiver, just Luther Burden.
Adunze.
Yeah,
Adunze.
Luther Burden got hurt last game. They're gonna say he's gonna be okay, but not 100%. So it's just, I don't know. I'm proud of what they've done this year, but I don't have a lot of hope for them. And they're not a championship team. They're a good team, but they're not a championship team. Not like the Pittsburgh Steelers that are going to win the Central. LFJ.
Hey, Two Pair, I wanted to ask you, who you got this weekend between the Rams and the 49ers, Two Pair? Who do you got in that one?
You mean Seattle and the Niners?
Oh, my bad. It was Seattle, not the Rams. I'm sorry. They lost last night inexcusably. So.
Yeah.
Two Pair might be on mute.
He might be on mute. Yeah. Oh, Two Pair. Oh, who you got? Niners? Who you got? The Niners or Seahawks for that division championship? It's big implications that game Saturday. So
I really like the way the Niners defense has looked without Fred Warner and playing that fire football without Fred Warner. That's that is gonna come far. I
it's interesting.
I think I'm looking at that game, and I look at the way Seattle's played defense all year. San Fran it's been amazing what they've done with all the injuries they've had. Kyle Shanahan's going to be a top 3 finalist for Coach of the Year. Yeah. I think it's a game where the implications are huge. There's a big difference between being at home as the 1 seed and being the 5 seed going to the NFC South champion, whoever that's going to end up being between Carolina and Tampa. If it's San Francisco, who's a 1 seed, have you seen their path? They don't get to leave the state of California.
They could be home for the Super Bowl.
They could be home for the Super Bowl. They could be home all the way through.
Yep.
But the Carolina-Tampa game intrigues me, and the AFC picture intrigues me because we have 6 teams, but we don't have seedings in place for the top 3. Well, actually, all the seedings, they can end up being what you see now could be completely different by the time Sunday night rolls around.
This is true.
You've got Denver could be a 1. Denver could either be 1, 2, or 3. Jacksonville could either be 1, 2, 3, or 5, or 6. Houston could be 5, 6, 7, or 3. I mean, we've got numbers all over the place where anything can happen. And then you got Pittsburgh and Baltimore that's going to cap off the season with game number 272 Sunday night with a tie. Now, get ready for this, Larry Frank. You're going to love this. If the game ends in a tie, Pittsburgh wins the division if it ends in a tie. The only way they lose this division is that they lose the game. If they win or tie because they won the first meeting, they would be your Central Division champion, your North Division champion.
I would never troll Larry Frank. I'm not trolling Larry Frank, but I swear 8 weeks ago, Larry Frank said, you watch, even with this big-ass lead, the Ravens are going to somehow find a way, and they're going to break my heart at the – I mean, he said this 8 weeks ago. And it's played out like that. How is this possible, Larry? What's the lottery numbers tomorrow night, man, for the Powerball?
Hey, man, I love y'all like brothers, but I can't give y'all all the tidbits. I'll break y'all money.
Look, Nostradamus over there. Listen, look. The game
you better be
home, and you got Aaron Rodgers quarterbacking, man, and it's a big game. They're going to win. The Steelers are going to beat the Ravens Sunday night.
Is Lamar?
They got Derrick Henry.
Is Lamar out?
The Ravens got Derrick Henry.
Yeah, but Lamar, he's not playing, is he? Lamar's out.
It don't matter. We just let Shador Sanders fuck us in the ass. It's over.
Hey, I got news for you, too. If Derrick Henry carries the ball 36 times for 215, Baltimore's winning by 21 points.
Big game.
It will not be close. It will not be close.
Not on the road. You watch the Steelers.
He did it in Green Bay. He did it in Green Bay. He just did it in Green Bay.
To play.
TJ Watt better show up
right now. The narrative right now is that Lamar Jackson is potentially going to get traded. So what has to happen? The Ravens win. They go on a run. Mahomes is out of the playoffs. Sorry, Kerry, but your Bills, I don't believe in them after what I saw the other day.
I believe in him.
I don't because Josh. I mean, I want him to win. I like Josh Allen, but I just don't see it happening. Lamar's going to go on a run. It's going to set up this narrative in this big off season about what the Ravens should do. Should they trade him? Should they keep him? Whatever the case may be, Pittsburgh is going to be the team to let the Ravens come from being 1-5. They had a 4-game lead. They had an opportunity to close it out, and you let Shedeur Sanders, and I love Shedeur Sanders, but you let Shedeur Sanders potentially eliminate you from the playoffs.
Actually, here's what could be worse for Baltimore, for Lamar. If Snoop Hundley beats you and goes on a run, then you're sitting there going, we may have to trade Lamar. That may actually make trading Lamar easier if Snoop Hundley goes on a run.
This is the same team that let Tebow throw a Tom Brady type pass to Demaryius Thomas to eliminate them in 2011.
Oh, hell yeah, I remember that.
So that tells me all I need to know. Yeah, that tells me all I need to know. I don't drink.
Bounce back. Mark it down, Stallion. Mark it down. I said it. The Steelers will bounce
and
back.
And if Aaron Rodgers.
Mark it down. I got it.
They'll bounce back for the first quarter and fuck it up the rest of the game.
And if they, and I'll tell you this too, if they have to rely on Marquez Valdez-Scantling to catch passes instead of DK Metcalf, you're losing. You're losing bad.
You can't write a bigger shit show story for this team. You got the literal AFC North crown in your grasp, and before the game, DK Metcalf is swinging on fans in the damn stands.
Like Ron Artest.
Yes, you can't make
like
this
Ron
up.
Artest.
And he lost $1 million.
Like Ron Artest.
How much
like Ron Artest.
Hey, look at this real quick. So here's our collection of ass, by the way, right here. Look at this. Look at these teams right here. Look at this sorry collection right here, guys. Look at these records. This is abysmal right here.
Shout out to our boy Devin that loves the team that gives on, that is the gift that
Devin
keeps on
gets the #1 pick.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
I mean, the Giants and the Raiders were really playing for the #1 pick, and the Giants looked like world beaters the other night, guys. Honestly, I'm not lying.
That's how bad the Giants and the Jets add up their records. The city of New York is 6-26. 6-26. The Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts have lost 6 games in a row, and they're 8-8.
And shouts out
That's
to Phillip
bad.
Rivers. Shouts out to Phillip Rivers for coming and make about $300,000 and saying, you know what, I'm going back home to my family in Alabama. Kiss my ass. I'm not playing no more. But thank you.
Hey, you know what? It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault they lost those 3 games. It wasn't his fault they lost those 3 games. It was their defense's fault.
He kept them competitive, man. I mean, they had a
He
chance
kept
to
them
win.
very competitive, and he looked good. It's not like he was out there just handing it off and throwing a little bit. He looked really good.
Man, you can tell his players
44
love him,
years old.
They fucking went up there to Indianapolis and watched him play, man. His players love him, dude. Honestly, he looks like he's just a
Colts ownership. Colts ownership paid for it. They invited the ownership, paid for it, brought them all up, paid for their whole weekend.
Chris Kane,
and they enjoyed it. Not as only his entire family, but his high school team. They brought up his high school team that he was coaching in Alabama for the weekend.
Right there.
Yeah, that's serious respect.
They've always taken care. I'm going to say this. I thought my Titans had game number 4-1, and sure enough, the damn Saints. I mean, listen, if there were 6 more weeks in the season, the Saints would make the playoffs, guys.
Hey, look. Hey, Tyler Shuck. Look out for him. That dude,
he has changed their draft plans in New Orleans. They thought about getting another quarterback, but no. They've seen how he has performed, trying to build this team around him. Get your offensive line straight. Get your defensive line straight. Get your secondary. You've got skilled players. New Orleans next year could be they could be a major player next year with the right good draft to help them get started.
The NFC South is terrible, so that division
exactly
is winnable. I mean, if the Bucks win the NFC South,
they're 8-9.
8-9.
8-9.
If the Saints win, they're 7-10. So that means the Saints will have been, even though they're eliminated, a game out of the place of winning the division. That's crazy.
The biggest
bad.
mistake
Here's
they
the-
made, LFJ, was they didn't start Tyler Shuck soon enough.
Hey, no, I got
Exactly.
an idea
Right.
for the Jets, by the way. The Jets could defy even physics worse if they take Rattler from the Saints and make him their quarterback next year. Isn't that what the Jets do? They take other teams as quarterbacks and think, this is the guy. This is the guy. So, yeah, I think Rattler looked great in Jets green.
So they
I'm
pull a
telling you.
Pittsburgh Steelers move where the Steelers always taking these washed up ass defensive players, thinking
Hey.
that they still got it in them.
Geno Smith to the Steelers next year.
Oh, my
It
Yeah.
wouldn't
God.
surprise
No,
me. It wouldn't
no.
surprise me.
Rattler, baby. He's
No.
It
I've got
wouldn't
one.
surprise me.
No, I got one better. Kyler Murray will be a Steeler next year.
Oh my God.
Well, he'll give up when that new Modern Warfare game comes out because I hear that's what's more important to him. If Sharon Moore likes OnlyFans, Kyler Murray cares more about Modern Warfare on Xbox 360 or Xbox
Hey,
One.
if I'm Fernando Mendoza, you've got three options. You still have a year of eligibility left. It's either stay at Indiana, get drafted by the Raiders, or get drafted by the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying at Indiana one more year. I'm staying at Indiana one more year.
Hey, real quick, Ellen, real quick, I want to highlight that. Yeah, the Dolphins were the worst team a few weeks ago. They don't even know how to lose correctly. That's how bad that fucking organization is or whatever like that. So, hey, Kerry, real quick before we get to the They Stink, what are some of your big games this week, brother, honestly, that we need to kind of keep an eye out?
Well, thanks to the crazy NFL schedule, where we got no Thursday, we got 2 on Saturday and two really the two of the 3 biggest games of the week are on Saturday with the Panthers and the Bucks in Tampa for the division title. In a crazy scenario, even if Carolina loses the game, if Atlanta beats New Orleans, it's a 3-way tie at 8-9. Carolina wins the division on a tiebreaker. So Carolina could lose the game Saturday and still win the division on Sunday.
Wow.
San Francisco, Seattle, we talked about that. The stakes are high. If you lose, it's a trip to the NFC South champion. If you win, you're off for a week as the number 1 seed. If you're the Rams, you got to pull for the 49ers to win because if Seattle wins, the Rams for the 4th time in a calendar year would play the Philadelphia Eagles the 3rd time in Philadelphia next week. In cold-ass Philadelphia. And trust me, it will be cold.
And, I'll say
And
this,
then,
the Eagles' defensive line is nasty. Keep going, though, Kerry. So yeah.
yes, they are. My Bills found that out until the last 6 minutes of the game. We found it out, and we figured out a way how to deal with them finally. But the other game is Baltimore and Pittsburgh, and like I said, the ramifications are pretty high because whoever wins the division, but you don't know who you're going to be playing until earlier that day because you could be playing either a combination of Jacksonville, Houston, the Chargers, or the Bills.
Oh, wow.
That's what you're dealing with in that game Sunday. Whoever wins that game, it could be a one of 4 possible salute teams.
Yeah. I can't
So,
wait
yeah,
to break
those are the
down
big
those
games that
plays. I
we-
can't wait to break down those- Next week, we'll break down the Final Four. of
We got to
college
break down the
football
NFL playoff.
and the NFL playoffs. Next
And the
week's gonna
NFL
be awesome.
playoffs.
That's going to be awesome.
Yep,
so.
it's going to be a great show.
Well, and the final
That's it
segment,
for me.
Yeah, well, and listen, the final segment this has been a
They
great show. My
stink.
favorite, They Stink. And Tucker,
Yes.
I want you to get us started, man. Who was your stink off shit this past week in any sport? What brought it, man? And I want everybody to have some good ones and unleash here, honestly.
Oh,
So,
man.
yeah.
They stink is got to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This stinks. Just like Baker Mayfield started out as a front runner for the MVP. Now they just went back to just be Tampa Bay. Just stink.
They stink.
Stink. Breathe.
Shane, who do you got as your stinker this week?
My this stinker this week comes from tonight and the whole fucking football season.
We're back. God love it.
The upside down Vols mean we are in distress. Max Gilbert, get the fuck off my goddamn football team.
That kicker.
The damn kicker.
Man, fuck you.
His missed kick started this whole cycle tonight.
It really
His
did.
whole actually it started at the Georgia
Could
game.
have beat Oklahoma. Possibly could have kept us in with Alabama, except for that stupid pick six.
Mm-hmm.
But you cost us the fucking game.
Hey Shane, let me stop you real quick. Larry, if the Oklahoma kicker ain't ever gonna get pussy ever again, Gilbert and Nick can give each other hand jobs and they can keep each other warm at night. Go ahead.
Yeah. That dude will be giving himself hand jobs for this.
No, his hand don't even deserve to touch his shit.
Yeah. Your hand don't even deserve it. They say feet don't fail me now. They did.
Yeah. The laces were out. They were out. They were in.
They were out. They were in.
Einhorn is
Finkel is Einhorn. So. Oh my god.
No. Max, my you stink, and that's gonna go for the whole college football season. Is Max Gilbert? Fuck you.
Rocky, who's your they stink this week, bud?
Man, I'm glad you came to me before you got to LFJ, man. I'm going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cleveland Browns.
They stink like feet.
You let Shador Sanders take the division from you, man. Cleveland Browns.
You let Shador. But you know what the bad part is? You can see it come. You can almost see it coming a mile away. That's the bad part.
Oh, man.
Something just said that this was going to happen.
You go into that damn game versus the Cleveland Browns. That game was at home, right, Larry Frank? Was that game?
No, it was in Cleveland. It was in Cleveland.
It was cold as shit.
They've lost 5 in a row at Cleveland. Think about this. Cleveland has had worse teams.
And big game, I could have got on you, but Pittsburgh's worse. Pittsburgh was worse than that.
Well, the only reason I think we were worse because we missed the throw on a 2-point conversion that 9 times out of 10 he would have made. I'm okay with it. Hey, I'm just happy that my run defense has actually played a lot better in the last 3 weeks than they have beforehand.
Same thing.
Philly's got it.
Same thing happened to us.
Philly's got issues, man. They can either win the whole thing or get beat in the first round. They got issues, man.
I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
I barely trust my boys, but I'm lucky I'm in the AFC. I actually got a shot in the AFC because some of these other teams I worry about.
All right, Kerry, who's your they stink this freaking week? So there we go.
The New York fucking Jets. That's who they Aaron Glenn. I like Aaron Glenn. Thought he was a good player, but my God, his team is checked out already so bad. He had to get up on the press conference and tell them that they just did as a dude. You don't have to tell us anything. We sat here and watched 3 hours of Drake May going up and down the field. Drake May could have played with his left hand and completed 19 for 21 and 5 touchdown passes.
And you get a touchdown. And you get a touchdown. And you get a touchdown. I mean,
and it was so funny during the game. The Fox microphone caught Mike Vrabel on a 4th down when they were up 35-10. He said, "Are you going?" I said, "What are we gonna do, Coach?" He said, "Fuck them. Let's go for it." And guess what? They scored a touchdown. They scored a touchdown.
I like that motherfucker.
He said, "Fuck the Jets." He said, "Fuck them. We're going for it." And sure enough, they scored. But the New York Jets, they've been a walking disaster since 1969. I really believe, and this is nothing. I think Joe Namath sold his soul to the devil to win Super Bowl III, and this has been a 50-year repentance for that mistake.
I'm telling you, it's really true. It really is true.
55 years of this.
Yeah, they
really?
They fucking suck. So
they suck. The owner's an ambassador and doesn't even know what country he's in. That should tell you something else, too.
Oh, my God.
About the Jets.
All right, Larry, who you got as your stinker this week? I hope Rocky didn't take it for you. But
No, when I saw Rocky on here, I said he's going to get me first anyway. So I said, let me go ahead on and change up. So I do have a backup stinker, and I think this is actually worse than Mike Tomlin. I want to go to the New England Patriots for a second. As great as they've been this season, and as much as it looks good, they're going to finally get a playoff run. They look like the old Tom Brady Patriots. It's been about 5, 6, 7 years.
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about a big-time playmaker who's probably going to get suspended, that being Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs. You get into a dispute with a private chef because she disputes the paycheck, and instead of just letting it be, you decide to choke the bitch because you don't want to. Essentially getting yourself suspended.
Steroids are bad for you.
Essentially getting yourself suspended. This beside the point that you decided to go ahead and have a baby with Cardi B prior to this. So, I mean, you were already an idiot for what it was. But you just put on top of your stinking, well, you're the idiot of the year because you got Cardi B pregnant after she had 3 kids for Offset. But that's another story. That's on Stallion Speaks. But for the subject of the purpose of tonight on They Stink, Stephon Diggs, you mean to tell me you were not happy with the food services that were provided by the private chef, and because you didn't want to pay her and she checked you and called you out on it, you decided to grab her and channel your inner Ike Turner and choke a bitch, and now you're going to get fucking suspended.
Is Wayne Brady going to choke a bitch?
Over food. Are we sure that wasn't Tyreek Hill in disguise, or was that really Stephon Diggs?
That was Wayne Brady.
Oh my God!
And
I gotta have to choke a bitch.
Yeah, and basically he choked the bitch. And the bad part about it was, I feel sorry for the family because on the same day, your brother Trevon gets cut from the goddamn Cowboys.
Yep. Because he wanted to visit his family, and they told him no.
Yes.
So they cut him. He went anyway, and they cut him.
So they cut you. So both of Diggs brothers, both of you stink. One for disobeying and getting cut because you wanted to do what you want to do, and Stephon, you get in trouble all this because you decided to choke a bitch because you don't want to pay her.
Unbelievable.
Choke a bitch. Choke a bitch.
Why is he just ask Cardi to drug somebody and steal money that way?
Oh God!
I said, why did you just ask Cardi to drug people, take money that way?
I mean, he could have got her to drug the chef when the chef started asking about the damn payment or whatever. Just give her some mollies or some shit, and she'll forget about it.
I mean,
hey Larry,
that's how
hey Larry,
got her money to make her album.
Yeah.
Hey Larry, let me tell you something else. The chef was a friend of his. Could you imagine if it was a complete stranger?
That's a damn shame, man. You choked one of your goddamn
have an Aaron Hernandez situation.
You choke a bitch.
So you just getting mad. You're getting mad and upset. You don't like
that knuckles.
The food quality is not good, and you get upset because
it's not worth.
You don't pay. If she disputes the check and disputes the payment or whatever, you didn't pay her. You didn't pay enough. I don't know. And you decide to just put her arm, put your hands around her throat, and choke.
You sure Antonio Brown was in the middle of that?
That's what I'm saying. Are we sure Tyreek Hill wasn't in disguise up there or what? Rehabbing?
To quote the
no, Antonio Brown would have.
Listen, to quote the great Kevin Samuels, you can't make this shit up.
You can't.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, no, Antonio Brown would have just stripped off his clothes naked and ran in front of 50,000 people like he did at Shea Stadium the last time we saw about it.
That or he would have got a running. He would have got a running start. Karate kicked her ass in the middle of the fucking kitchen.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know how I follow that up, but I'm gonna try to be as funny as fuck when I say this or whatever like that. My stinker, because I had a backup. I was going to go with the Jets, but good job, Kerry. But I had a backup just in case, and I was hoping I could say this. I'm going to take it away from the NFL, and I'm going to go to the college football game real quick. The fucking Clemson Tigers on Saturday. My God. Were they, let me tell you something. They were so bad that Dabo saved his ass Larry Coker style and fired the special teams coach and the offensive coordinator today and another position coach because that's going to solve the issue.
Because you got to do something. You got to
do something.
You got to save your ass, right? These motherfuckers were preseason top 10. We thought when you saw Penn State and Clemson, you thought that was going to be the matchup in the Cotton Bowl. If the preseason rankings had lived up to the hype. Both those teams suck ass. They met in that bowl game at Yankee Stadium. Ghosts of Yankees Pass. It was like a baseball score for a few quarters. It was so boring. And oh my God, the Kate Klubnik, whoever evaluated him, you fucking stink. The Clemson Tigers have been abysmal. And anybody that voted for them to be preseason ACC favorites should be ashamed of themselves.
Yes.
I mean, they were fucking terrible. So boring. It was the fish stink at Treasure Club on a Saturday night at 2:30 in the morning after you've been in VIP. I'm telling you, both cheeks, both dimple, an asshole. I'm telling you, Clemson, you stink. And I don't care who you hire, Miami's whipping that ass so hard that the next Clemson recruit that even wants to think about going there feels it up their ass for the entire 2026.
Go ahead.
I was just about to say, I'll tell you what, man. I mean, if Dabo don't get it right, maybe you need to send Stephon Diggs down there to Clemson.
Especially if the team chef's not cooking meals correctly.
You guys heard about the big change in the sponsorship on the bowl game coming up, right?
Oh no, I didn't.
Did y'all hear about it? Yeah. The new sponsorship for the bowl game coming up? Yeah, OnlyFans is going to take over the Michigan-Texas game.
Oh, God. Now, that would be actually must-see TV.
Oh, I'm telling you.
But I'm telling you, Clemson has not been the same since Joe Milton whooped that ass in the Orange Bowl back in 2022. They've not been the same since that day.
Facts.
Joe Milton whooped that ass.
Yep.
And he's still whooping that ass to this day because they ain't recovered.
Yep. Well, real quick predictions. I'm gonna if I could fucking spell, I stink. So there we go. Real quick, let me just fix my my spelling. I want everybody real quick to pick the 4 games. I'm gonna go in order. 2 pair. I want you to start off real quick, brother. Who do you got in the big 4 games starting tomorrow night and ending end the Sugar Bowl, brother? Who you got? 2 pair.
2 pair.
Man, my bad.
Oh, you're good, man. No, you're good. You're good. You're on mute. So real quick, pick the big 4 starting tomorrow night. Who do you got in the Cotton Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Rose Bowl, and the Sugar Bowl? And then we'll go to Kerry, Shane, and then we'll go back up to Larry, Rocky, and then I'll finish up. Go ahead. So yeah.
Oh man, really like Ohio State. Really like Georgia against Ole Miss, and I want to say I like Texas Tech up against
Oregon. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And who you got Alabama, Indiana? Yeah.
Give me Indiana versus Alabama.
Well, you were right about them beating Ohio State, so you've been kind of the man leading the pack with the predictions. Kerry, who you got in the big 4?
Tomorrow night, I got Miami beating Ohio State.
Okay.
Next day, I've got Oregon beating Texas Tech. I like Indiana over Alabama. And my upset, I like Ole Miss to surprise Georgia and shock the world.
Okay. All right.
Because I think it could happen. 2 of the top seeds are going to lose because the bye between December the 4th and January 1, that's almost a month. Mm-hmm. And I don't care how much you practice, doesn't make up for game competition when the other 4 teams that are coming in here have already played a game.
Facts.
And are rested as well and ready to go. Look at this past week. The Rams had 12 days off, lost to Atlanta. If it can happen there, it can happen it can happen easily in the college game, and it happened last year when all 4 top 4 seeds last year all lost.
Correct. All right, Shane O'Mac, coach, who you got?
And I also want the NCAA to get pissed.
I've got Alabama over Indiana. I got Oregon over Texas Tech, and I got Ole Miss over Georgia.
Okay, so real quick, you got Ohio State, you got Alabama,
No, I got Miami.
No.
Oh, Miami. Okay, you got Miami. Go ahead.
I got Miami over Ohio State. I got Alabama over Indiana.
Okay.
Oregon over Texas Tech, and Ole Miss over Georgia.
All right. Okay. All right. Larry Frank, who you got, brother?
Miami tomorrow night. I got Oregon over Texas Tech. Ah man, I want to go Ole Miss, but I just gotta stick with conventional wisdom with myself. My heart tells me Ole Miss, but my mind is saying Georgia. And I got Bama beating Indiana.
Okay. Rocky?
Yeah, I got Miami over Ohio State. In a fun game, that's gonna be fun to watch. I got Oregon over Texas Tech. That's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah.
I got Indiana over Alabama in the rain. And I'm with LFJ, man. My heart wants to. I want Ole Miss to win that damn game so bad, but I don't see it.
Yeah.
I got to pick Georgia. If I'm putting money on it, I got to pick. Man, I want Ole Miss to win, but I don't see it. I think Georgia beats Ole Miss.
I've been going back and forth. The toughest game for me to pick, ironically, was actually the Oregon-Texas Tech game. And literally up until 2 seconds ago, I finally made a decision. I'm going to go with Texas Tech in that one. I just think that Oregon traveling across the country so far is going to be a little bit – I like that Texas Tech defense, so give me Texas Tech and their physicality. Close, but it's going to be a fun game. With the rain being now a factor and Cincinnati having time to study Alabama, I think he outcoaches DeBoer. And with Alabama's lack of a running game, give me Indiana. I think Georgia gets it done over Ole Miss. Of course, I'd love to watch Ole Miss do it. But I think Georgia wins. And then, as I've been saying all along, I've got Miami winning by 10 points against Ohio State tomorrow night. Book it. So that's what I've got. So yeah. Guys, great show tonight. Great show tonight. It's now New Year's Eve. We've gone this far. Real quick parting shots, and let's just close it out, guys.
I want to send a shot across Shano's bow, if you don't mind, since he's got the Vols shirt going tonight. And all you guys you can laugh at me or bear with me or whatever. But I'm a big baseball guy, Shano. We'll be seeing you guys in the College World Series in Omaha this year, being my Hurricanes, as JD Arteaga takes a squad that he's going to have coming up this spring.
Yeah, Miami's got a good baseball team this year.
I know
yes,
Tony
they do.
Going to have his reload this year, but Arteaga has a squad this year with Siskar and Darius coming back. Siskar being an ACC Freshman of the Year last year, and we've got a lineup that's gonna, with Galvin and Ogden coming back, Bouvet, we're gonna make some noise, and I'm looking forward to this.
If both those teams get to Omaha, I will make my way there.
Season. I can't wait. I won't be as disappointed. I won't yell at TVs as much.
Yeah, no. If both teams make Omaha, I'm going there. So
both teams. Yeah, I've already got to set my best friend. Like if Tennessee makes Omaha again this year, me and him going. So
yeah, I'm gonna get steak down there. So Two Pair, what are your parting shots for the end of the year before we go to to each person?
At the end of the year, man, like seriously, ask somebody how they doing before you ask them to do something for you. Just say, hey man, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? It goes a long way. Yeah. But yeah, man. Just really look to enjoy these games and really enjoy these conversations with you guys. I'm fighting sleep over here.
You're good.
Same here.
Nah, for real, and just really, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy to be able to add to the conversation of this sport. You know what I mean? Good sports. Just talking about it.
I love it. Big game, real quick.
Yeah, man. What a year 2025 has been. I mean, it's been really my continuation from the middle part of 2024. Went through some health struggles and rebounded, and now I'm at lows and lost my mom about 3 weeks ago. But the highs have been getting myself back on my feet, losing over almost 150 pounds, and enjoying being here with you guys. This is what I'm talking. This is what it's meant to be talked about. Talk about sports. Talk about life. Talk about fun. Kid with Shane about the women. That's what that's what the best part of this year's been, is getting a chance to do this. And now I feel like I have found another avenue to channel thoughts and reactions and speak to the people. I'm enjoying this, and I'm happy to be a part of this. And thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of this too. And Happy New Year to everybody. Enjoy these games coming up. We got this end of the NFL season. We got playoffs getting ready to rock. We got a lot of things starting in 2026. We got college basketball conference schedule, NFL playoffs, get to the Super Bowl, the Olympics in February, right after the Super Bowl, March Madness, baseball, the baseball season, Major League and college. We got a lot to look forward to, man. Lot to look forward to. World Cup,
if you like that.
Hosting a World Cup in the summer. We got the NHL playoffs. Hey, speaking of which, James, good luck this week. I guess the Stadium Series game with Miami and with Florida and Tampa.
I don't know how they're going to do it with the hockey and the heat, but the ice and the heat.
It's going to be 85 degrees. It's going to be 85 degrees. How are they going to pull this off? I'm still trying to figure that. They know that ice is going to melt at some point. They're saying it's going to be a lake.
I normally don't really pay a lot of attention to regular season hockey. I get interested in the playoffs, obviously, but I am going to watch this one just to see this shit show in the heat. But yeah, yeah.
But that's my year, and thank you guys for making this last half of the year so much fun, and I'm looking forward to doing more.
And condolences to you, Big Game, for
thanks, brother. Thank you, guys. Thanks, man.
Yeah, Shane O'Mac, you buddy.
Man, it's been a crazy year for me. I put all my faith in God the way this year has gone for me. I appreciate everything that we do every week on this show. Appreciate everything y'all put in for everything y'all do on our side. And yeah, I know tonight was crazy for me.
But crazy good. Yeah, but crazy good though.
Yeah. The drought has ended.
It had to have sometime.
Good for you.
Might as well be the end of the year.
I appreciate y'all for having my back when everything was rough for me this year. So I just love y'all, and God is good in every way.
Absolutely. Yes, He is.
Larry Frank Jr.
Man, you know what? I am going to just say congratulations to you guys on launching this channel. Well, not just launching it, it's been launched for 2 years, but taking this channel to a higher level from where you initially started. And where you are now is just another stepping stone to going to a higher level and just pushing. And I'm just proud of all of y'all, man. You guys are entertaining. You guys are funny, knowledgeable. Like I said, who needs to watch those goofballs on ESPN when you got real people like yourselves doing what you do? And man, I'm usually tired as shit, man. I'm running like 3-4 different shows on the other side, and coming over here, man, and being a part of it is cool. So I just want to shout you guys out. My message, man, going into next year, bro. Don't let anybody tell y'all what y'all can and can't do. If y'all know what y'all want to do it. Nobody can stop you. And by all means, protect your peace. Tomorrow is not promised, so choke a bitch today if it comes to it.
Get your Wade Brady on.
Get your Wade Brady on, baby.
That's it.
Rocky, you're up, buddy.
Terrence Howard said, "Whoop that trick."
Whoop that trick, baby.
Push that shit.
Just very, very blessed to have the opportunity to come on with you, Stallion, and I guess for LFJ for hitting me in the head and yelling at my ass for about 3 months before I finally decided to jump into this. You know it. Started Stallion a while back on another channel that we both frequent, and that's kind of how I got used to doing this. And I just got
great, man. You do great.
Yeah, you are.
Going forward, I can't promise on how long. I got some things happening in my life. I can't promise how long I'm gonna be able to do this because of certain things I got going on over the next 3 to 6 months. But I'll let y'all, I'll fill all you guys in. I'll let you guys know on that. But as long as I have the opportunity to come on here and be a part of this, and as long as you guys allow me to do this, to grace, you know, grace from you guys, you know, it's much appreciated. And couldn't think of better guys to do it with, man. I know we don't know each other personally, but just getting to know y'all just from the personality perspective of this is cool. And you
know me good enough to drive me about Mike Tomlin garbage.
I know where you live. Okay, that's different.
Yeah, for sure.
And by the way, Stallion, just for the record, I live in the South. LFJ lives up north. Just remember.
Okay.
Oh man! Man!
I'm south of I-10. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm south of you, brother, by 20 minutes. So don't get it twisted. Half hour south.
Oh my God, man! You down there, man?
Was that a shot? I think that was a shot.
Yeah.
Man,
It was a shot.
Man,
that was a shot.
Listen, wait. Let me tell you something. Where he's from, the hospitals.
Let me know.
Let me tell you something. Where he's from, the hospitals the beds ain't got no sheets on it in the hospital. Terrebonne General, you know what I'm talking, bro.
Where he's from, they piss in the gumbo. So don't let him.
Oh man.
No, but I tell you what, we'll go in the woods, catch a coon, skin that motherfucker, and eat him alive down here. You know how we do it on the river.
Hey, look, I know you don't do it on the river, but I also know. Hey, look, again, I know where you live, and I know about the Ace of Spades.
Oh.
Yeah,
Cut the tape.
Cut the tape.
Well, listen. I want to thank all you guys for taking the time out of your busy schedules to come on. Without Devin and you, Larry, for giving me and Two Pair this idea to do this, and here we are. Really, we started this December 26, 2023, coming off of a state championship of a high school football team, and we have evolved, like you said. And let me tell you this, for anybody that's still watching this, whether you're watching live or recorded, if you found these guys, we are all entertaining. This is how we really are. I want you to support their shows as much as you support this main show when we're all on here as a panel, as you've been supporting Stallion Speaks. To stay tuned to their content as we get it rolled out here in this next month, because 2026 is just going to be another great year for this channel. It's evolved from a crew to now a family, and you're a part of this family, because remember, that cause don't stop when that clock hits zero. Real quick, these two people behind me are the most important people in my life. Without them, I wouldn't even be here. And the fact that with one battling a heart valve that needs to be replaced, one that's been fighting cancer since 2019, tomorrow night I'm going to get to watch the very game that we all watched together many years ago in the desert, and it broke our hearts that night. But maybe redemption will be taken care of tomorrow night, and that would be the greatest start to the new year, to watch it with these two. And I'm just blessed with everything that I've went through, getting fucked in the face by my old job, but I'm working with some wonderful people now, getting to do this with you all. I'm blessed, and I can't thank God and everybody else that has me still here, because I put flowers on my friend's grave 2 days ago, which would have been his 14th birthday, and he just lost his mom himself, who just turned 65, and her grave is right next to his. And it really just brought me to tears that at least they're reunited and so forth up there. But the fact that somebody loves me, that I'm still around, and I've lost so many friends to statistics, drug overdoses, things of that nature, somebody still likes me, that I'm still here and I'm still fighting. And like I said, that cause don't stop until that clock hits zero, and it even keeps going after that clock hits zero. I love everybody. I'm wanting to wish everybody here on this channel that's either in the chat box or on this panel, the shows that we're going to roll out. Brad Holloway, who couldn't be here tonight, you check out his show as well, the Tower of Power Hour. But I'm telling you, we're going to be entertaining. We got some great things in the works. Blessings to you and yours for a great 2026. And let's bring in this new year with Miami beating Ohio State's ass tomorrow night. For Rocky, Larry Frank Jr., the coach, Shane O'Mac, Big Game, Kerry Reeves, my guy, Two Pair Tate, the chat box, and everybody that cooperated. Throw up that W, guys, because we all winners here, especially them gals at Buckethead Tavern. We love you all.
Hey, baby,